Yo, 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 yo. All right, we back. My fault, gang. There we go. Volume should be good now. But yeah, now I'm back. I'm tapping in with the tapping, man. I had to do a makeup stream for last night. Your boy got a little too lit on here, gang. Ain't eat nothing. I was fucked up last night. I ain't even gonna lie. Yo, 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 yo. All right, we. But yeah, man, we back. What up, though? Oh yeah, nah. So let's tap in with the tapping, man. We gotta get back to this what situation with Charleston White Young Thug. Apparently Wack100 got involved. I don't really know what happened. What's the word? Yeah, Quentin, what's the word, ganger? I'm good, brother. I'm good, Brody. How you living, man? You know what I'm saying? We all here about to tap in with these topics, man. See what's going on. Oh, real quick. We gotta react to this, dog. We gotta react to this, bro. Crip Mac. Yo, the Jat 5 situation, bro. Y'all niggas seen Jat 5 explain? Let me find DJ Vlad clip. Did y'all see Jat 5 explain, bro? What happened when he seen Crip Mac? Hold up. Shout out to Vlad, man. Let me see. Real quick. We gotta get to this. I saw this today when I wasn't on live, but we gotta react to this. This Jat 5. I left Crip Mac bloody on the ground over his Hoover killer face tattoo. Boom. Then we gonna listen to Crip Mac tell his version. Crip Mac talks about Jat 5 fight. Let me find it real quick. Crip Mac talks Jat 5 fight. Yo, this shit was dumb funny. Nigga, Crip Mac over here. Crip Mac told dude erase them tattoos. You seen Crip Mac pressing dudes? Nah! Who Crip Mac press? Nah! I ain't see that. Let me see this shit. Hold on, we gotta see the Crip Mac. I think it was on Cam Capone. Let me see. Is it this one?
Boxing since you was 10 years old, cuz. And you 25, cuz you gonna beat a nigga to death.
So yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh goddamn!
That's the most discussed fade from behind the walls all year. Everybody knew it was coming. Y'all had exchanged words. There
on neighborhood Crips.
Diss tracks.
I'll let you know as soon as I got 5 white side on hood.
So you pull up the waist.
067 Unk or something like that. 067 Unk. Alright, let me see that. Let me tap in with the tapping real quick. Let me see real quick. What is Cam Capone? Hold on, let me see.
So I'm coming from CJ on Hustlers. I get on the wayside cuss on Hustlers. As soon as I get there, I'm going up the 800 float ramp on Lakewood Crib. Now, cut 813 on Hustlers. They got the yard at top on Hustlers. That's where they was going at the yard on Lakewood Crib. I walk by, I look. I didn't notice Cuz on Neighborhood Crips because Cuz had on Hustlers at the time of Fro. Cuz on Hood. Cuz got real swole on Neighborhood Crips. So I go in the dorm and I run and fire on Hustlers Trey Punch from 8 Trey Hoover. And that's when he's like, oh, Jap over there, right? And I told Cuz, Trey Punch from 8 Trey Hoover, Cuz I'm Crip Mac from 5 Neighborhood Crip. I told Cuz like that. He didn't say nothing else. He said he Trey Punch from Hoover. He didn't say nothing else.
All right, hold on. Let's go pull up on this 607 Unk. Oh, this is right here? He popped up on my screen. This nigga's popular, huh? 607 Unk. Yo, hey, yo, Quentin, this nigga popular, ain't it? Nigga popped up on my screen. I wasn't even looking for that nigga. All right, let's go through the clips. No, Adam exposed 60 junk for being a Hoover Crip.
If I was Aiden Ross, for sure, I would be elevating Crip Mac to the top of the card. I know how serious this is.
I don't think they would care.
Obviously, like Kendrick's out of Unk.
What I do?
He's 10 of 4. Extra, you're here.
No.
As far as I know, these things are true.
Yeah, but how it's happening, kid. I'm gonna get my dollar standing on this Crip shit. If I die, I use it when you get other place.
I think that once it migrated, a Crip was a Crip. Like,
no.
we didn't understand that. People
Well,
understand
now
that.
you come out here, go to these different streets, you understand.
And that's why I say when you come to LA and you got a flag and you equip whatever, then you need to sit back and just observe because they do it totally different. Just observe. You can't get involved, right? You just got to watch. What can you do? Because whatever you do down there, we're not working here, right? And you try to set me up again with that shit. I know.
So
what
where
you
you
did.
from, cuz?
You know I'm from 607 Hillside. You know I'm from St. Louis, nigga. You know where the fuck I'm from. But my beef is not with him. We have no problem, nigga. How the we got problem? I'm not from the side that he's talking about.
But you're a Crip, right?
You just ducked your shit. Well, he's a certain type of Crip.
What kind of Crip are you, mother?
I don't have no problem with him. Listen, let me tell you something.
What kind of Crip is he?
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Hoover.
Let me say this. When it comes to what you talk,
he a Hoover, man. He's scared to say it. He's scared to say it in front of Crip Mac, bro. He ducked this shit.
You try to always start shit. Let me say this. I'm a different person. I trans into a different reality, right? So I quantum leap, right? So you're trying to bring up my past to make your views go up, but I quantum leap into a new reality. So whatever you think I am, I'm not. And whatever you try to do, you not.
Yo, did this nigga cut holes in his ski mask for the dreads? Yo, this nigga a character. Bro, he cut holes in the ski mask so his dreads could flow through.
So you must well stop now,
but
right?
You
listen,
your
gang.
Shirt off on the podcast
because that was we was talking about something at the time. Come on, gang. What? Come on, gang.
Let me see them tats.
Well, come on, gang. And I ain't gonna show my tats today. Listen, today ain't day to show my tattoos. Now, today ain't a day for that.
He ducking that shit. Yo, Quentin, he ducking that shit.
Today not the day for that. You on some bullshit. Today ain't the day for that.
Hey, he's from St. Louis.
No, I'm from St. Louis. I'm from a whole different side. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
Good. Yeah. I'm fucking with that. I'm fucking with that.
Bad, tiny seat off, tiny bar.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that.
On neighborhood Crip, it's 5 shots.
Yeah.
Go through all 4 snoopers.
Yeah.
Certified 55th Street Hello General.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody.
Nah, Crip Mac just took his shirt off and banged on him. And my son Crip Mac hella out of shape. Nigga, Crip Mac just took his shit off and banged on him. And he out of shape.
Say I'm not.
Yeah, I know you is.
Oh, well, let me see your tattoo.
Listen, I'm saying, listen.
Let your f***ing shirt off.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something before.
Your goddamn shirt off.
Let me tell you something before I do.
He pussy, he about to do it too.
Let me tell you something before I take it off. Let me say something before I take it off.
Can we let's remain seated?
I'm gonna get it.
Because they gonna cut him out. If they disrespect vibe, you say you don't
No,
fight in
nothing
jail.
like that. Nothing like that.
You don't fight in jail, they gonna knock them tattoos off, they gonna cut them out.
Well, let me
You better fight.
Right.
Don't cut your tattoos out if you a custard. I've been through everything through this gang shit. Look, I have no fucking teeth. Look at my hands, they're scarred. These knuckles are scarred. I really go through this shit. We don't play with this gang banging hood. Oh fuck.
Alright, look, this is funny. We about to keep. Let's finish this clip, and then we're gonna see what Jack 5 had to say about Crip Mac fighting in jail.
That's like Crip.
I'm a prophet of God. Listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth, Sal. Please have a seat.
Yeah. You should be closer to the mic.
Yo, why is Nike Tech ripped like this? You said it's like a 45-second clip. Yo, why this nigga Crip Mac Nike Tech is ripped? Nigga, you only been home a month. How you rip a Nike Tech? I had mad Nike Techs in my life. Ain't none of them ripped. The fuck is wrong with this nigga Nike Tech, eh?
055 Crip.
I'm a prophet of God. Listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth, Sal. Please have a seat.
Yeah.
You
should be close.
Yo, and this nigga got shorts on. Bro, he in LA. Bro, you know, bro. And today was a hot day in New York. Nigga, it was like 70 degrees in the Biddy today. It was like 70 degrees in the Biddy today, bruh. They in LA, nigga. How hot you think it is in LA? Nigga got a pair of shorts on under his Nike Tech.
Closer to the mic.
That's old school. That's what we used to do.
tattoo.
For I am here with you.
What? You don't like Michael Jackson?
Though you're far away.
That's it.
Oh, I love you, Crip Mac. Sit down. Let me talk to you for a
You
minute.
don't know me to love you.
I love.
He's a gang interventionist.
Let me sit down. Let me talk to you for a minute. He trying to start some shit, so let me just talk to you. Listen,
Content.
let me tell you something.
All content.
Listen. In past life, I was a different person, right?
Your thing is falling.
Oh, he got a Crip rag around his cup.
It ain't gonna fall.
I ain't even noticed that. Look, he got a blue rag tied around his cup.
It's your fault.
What does it mean?
Just don't touch it. Listen, in the past life, I was.
Move him over.
Yeah, let's move him away. Let's have a conversation because I'm trying to do some
he's
shit.
safe.
Yeah, he's safe. Listen,
Nah, yo, Crip Mac, this nigga got a blue flag wrapped around his cup. You supposed to press that nigga regardless.
in past life,
You say, when is burgers and bottles in NYC, bro? You going? Shit, I want to go, nigga. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, I've been working OD, my nigga. I've been seeing that shit on social, though. I do want to go.
I I did a different thing in St. Louis. In St. Louis, I was.
Let me know, gang. When is it? If you gonna pop out to the biddy?
Was a gang member. I was affiliated. I was trying to hurt my people. All I wanted to do was
That's all you got to do when you gang bang.
The moment
you're not doing destruction, you're not doing shit.
The moment I changed, the one
and
thing.
You colored your nails.
Oh yeah, because that's to protect me from negative energy.
That's not cool.
Oh yeah, it probably look like it's not, but if you, I'm an Egyptian, so it's different. I'm Egyptian. So
my nails aren't colored, but my hands. What do you see in those? You see, what are you seeing?
That's like teeth been in there before.
Teeth, motherfuckers in my hands.
Them fresh.
Oh, they're there.
They fresh though.
They're there.
Right. See, why you do this? No, but listen, I'm from St. Louis, right? I'm from 607 Hillside, and it's kind of crazy, right? Did you know this in St. Louis that the neighborhoods and the Hoovers was together? You ain't know that?
They shouldn't.
In St. Louis, like that. Let me show you.
It's all unity and rainbow.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Get along.
Unity and rainbow.
See the beads falling
60 neighborhood, 107.
So you from 107 Hoover?
I'm from 607. It's combined. It's the same.
No, the
60s plus 107.
No, it's not like that. It's not.
Crib back.
It's different.
It's different. 107.
It's different. It's different. In St. Louis, it's different.
I don't give a.
He ducking that shit all the way, nigga. He tucked his tail.
107 Hoovers. It's cracking on 60s. Yeah. 60s cracking on 107 Hoovers. I'm in LA right now.
Let me put my shirt back on.
Take them f***ing tattoos off you.
They off.
Don't come out here with that.
Nigga, take them tattoos off you. Nigga, how you gonna demand this nigga take off? Nigga, look at your fucking face. Look at the tattoo you got on your face, nigga.
Respect, hood. I die over my respect. I won't go home to Juicy Drina.
Nigga said day off.
And my baby, if I ever get killed.
Right.
So I'ma stand on
Can we
this
sit down?
shit.
Let's keep it peaceful.
Right.
He's a changed man.
You on some bullshit.
This nigga dumb. The nigga is telling Crip Mac day off. Nigga he said, take them tattoos off. Nigga said day off. Nigga, they still on you, nigga, under that shirt.
He's a changed man. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you be.
Nah, that nigga Crip Mac a bug out. But look at this though. Look, this Crip Mac talk about his fight with Jack. This Crip Mac talking about his fight with Jap 5. Then we gonna listen to Jap 5 version of the story.
Had to talk with Jap, cause Jap.
Shout out to Cam Capone.
Like, he wanted that, cut one of they niggas from over there, pretty much. Cut boy on hood, you fight me? So cut talk with Cut and Jap like groove Cut. When he mean that, he mean squabble him on neighborhood crib. So Jap pretty much told Trey Punch to get down with me, Cut on neighborhood crib. So at chow time on neighborhood crib, under the stairs, me and Trey Punch get down. Cut, it was a back and fifth action on Hustler's fist, back 5 on hood. Just like that, boom, bam, on one neighborhood crib under the stairs on Hustlers. You fight me? Webb from Insane, shout out Webb from Baby Insane, oh hood, man, it sound like Jumanji. You seen the movie Jumanji? We were just going at it on neighborhood crib. After that, he shook my hand. That shit was over with on Hustlers. And it pretty much like a week later on Hustlers. All of a sudden, Jap end up next door. Like, you down here, they sent you back for the county jail. Now you next door. Oh yeah, you Johnny's is janky on West Side Rolling. So on Hustlers, the yard was called for everybody else on neighborhood crib that day, but they switched it and let me and Cub go. So I already know what they doing on neighborhood crib. I went far on hood. Straight for the yard on Hustlers, then Cub came on Hustlers, like on hood. I'm already out here on neighborhood crib, so we gonna get this out the way on hood. So it go just like this on neighborhood crib. So I square up with Cub on Hustlers. Cub real calm on hood. Cub do his stretching and everything on neighborhood crib on hood. So Cub he square up on Hustlers. I come in at Cub on hood. I'm swinging. Cub got technique, so Cub dodging on Hustlers. Cub I get Cub a couple times on Hustlers. Cub like on Hustlers.
He said, I get Cub a couple times. Look, according to Crip Mac, he hit Jap 5 a couple times, right?
Techniques of Cub dodging on Hustlers, Cub. I get Cub a couple times on Hustlers, Cub. On Hustlers, Cub do like some shit like that, Cub. On neighborhood crib, and Cub come in, Cub hit the chin, Cub hit the temple, and hit somewhere right here, Cub on neighborhood crib. He put me down on neighborhood crib. I'm trying to get up on Hustlers. I look over because I think it's a homeboy from 40s. But it's clearly understood the 40s. They let me know and they let Lupe know that Custer nigga wasn't from 40s, cuz he just a Lancaster nigga trying to claim it. So the nigga E-Mac, he's not from 40s. He's just a Custer out of Lancaster on Hustlers. So we clear that up. So I realized why Cut didn't want to fight Jap and he didn't want to take no back fades on neighborhood crib. So I'm on the ground on
Nigga, you supposed to fight Jap. Nigga, fuck you mean, nigga, a back fade. Nigga, the fade ain't over, nigga. What you mean? You got Hoover Kill on your forehead, and you talk about cuz they want to take my back fade. Nigga, go get that fade, nigga. You got your ass whooped. You got your ass whooped. What we talking about, nigga?
Nigga, E-Mac, he's not from 40s. He's just a custer out of Lancaster on hustlers. So we clear that up. So I realized why Cut didn't want to fight Jap and he didn't want to take no back fades on Neighborhood Crip. So I'm on the ground on Neighborhood Crip. I'm looking for Cut on Hood. Like Cut, because pretty much Cut in the county jail Cut. There's a homie right there on Neighborhood Crip Cut. They going to take a back fade Cut, or they not going to let a nigga fire on you on the ground.
Nah, I agree. You never gonna let a nigga fire on your homie on the ground. That's true. But you should have got your big ass up. Nigga, why you ain't get your big ass up? Nigga, Jap 5 like half your height. Nigga, the fuck?
Fight me. Oh, listen, I fall. I'm trying to get up. Jap not letting me up the whole Cuz Neighborhood Crip. And I realized, Cuz, don't only know boxing, Cuz, also know that UFC shit. Oh, Neighborhood Crip, Cuz, fire me, fire me, fire me. I'm like, oh, Cuz. Oh, Neighborhood Crip, Cuz, keep fire on me on Hood. Then as soon as I get up, this motherfucker gonna tell me, you ain't no real Hoover killer. That's when we got down again. We went back and fifth in the corner. And
nah, I ain't listen. We gotta hear Jap version of this, nigga. Jap ain't say that.
That's when it stopped. After it stopped, I said, goddamn. I said, on Neighborhood Crip, you hit hard, Jap. I ain't even gonna lie. It was like a toddler hitting me in the face with a hammer. I'm gonna keep it 55th Street with you. And he showed me his Golden Glove boxing things on his leg. I'm like, damn, on Hood. And I remember different people was letting me know that Cuz was really like, on Hustlers, actually a boxer, Cuz on Hood.
Alright, so that's Crip Mac version.
How that shit went.
Man.
That's Crip Mac version, right? Now we gotta get the Jap 5 version. Shout out to Vlad, the GOAT, man. He got Jap 5 on here telling his story.
Okay, so while you're in jail awaiting the trial, you and Crip Mac run into each other.
Yeah, for sure.
And he had the Hoover Killer tattoo on his face?
Yeah.
Which is a crazy tattoo, by the way.
Crazy as fuck.
Have you ever seen anyone else with a tattoo like that?
No.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of people with like disrespectful tattoos, but I think that's like the most like blatantly disrespectful one.
How did that fight trigger?
Shit, man, that wasn't even no fight.
No?
Nah.
What was it?
It wasn't even no
demolishing.
fight.
Okay.
Nah, shit, man. He bullshit, like big for nothing type shit.
Big for nothing.
He landed over there. I seen him. Basically, he landed in Wayside where I was at. I was already there probably for like 6 months. I was back on my workout and stuff. I started blowing up. So I seen him. When I seen him, he landed in the dorm with the homies. He landed in the dorm with 2 of my homies and shit. So
are they Hoovers too?
Yeah, they from Hoover.
Why would they put someone with a Hoover Killer tattoo on their face with Hoovers?
That's welcome to LA County. You can land anywhere.
Are they doing it on purpose, or do you think they didn't know?
They just put you. It's people
Why your homies ain't squabbled a nigga though? Your homies was supposed to get on that nigga ass. As soon as they seen his tattoo, they were supposed to be on that.
Everywhere. Like you been from Hoover, neighborhood, certain blood hoods. Like you land anywhere in the county, you're gonna get a fade. Like it's so many different. Like you land in the dorm be having like 66 people inside. So
you don't know who you got.
No, it's everybody.
Yeah. Okay. It's everything.
So it's like you land in there, you're gonna have a fade from somebody.
Okay, but have you heard of Crip Mac before? That was the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, you already knew who he was.
He was trolling the fuck out of me on the internet.
Oh.
Yeah, he was trolling me, and I never used to be responding. Like I used to say like little shit, but all the like he used to do all the little theatricals, talk like he was gonna break my neck when he see me. Like there's plenty of videos. Like I was just watching one the other day. I wasn't watching it. It had came on my TV. I was watching some videos and they popped on my TV. And he was talking about like he hope I get life and die in that motherfucker.
Damn.
And when he catch me, he gonna break my neck.
But ain't no snoring rag ever gave me a major fade. But if Jap need that, cuz, I'm not a boxer, Jap. We not doing the boxing shit you do, cuz. Look at these knuckles, nigga.
You talk about
we go street fight.
You talk about Jap. You talk about Jap 5 from Hoover.
Okay, so now you're face to face with him.
Yep.
What happens?
So basically, like I said, he landed in the dorm with the homies. So I was downstairs. He landed upstairs. So we was out at yard when he landed. So when he landed, it was a cool CO there, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, can I go talk to the homie real quick? I'm like, it's only gonna be 5 minutes. So when my homie he like, yeah, go over there. So when I went over there, I walked up to their dorm, like it's bars, so they could see us and we could talk through the bars. Crip Mac was on the phone. And when he was on the phone, I seen him. We made eye contact. I told him, I said, come here, Custer. And he came to the bars. He like, what's up? I'm like, yeah, as soon as we could go to yard, we gonna get that out the way. So like, check it out, like come to yard. So I ended up going back down. The police told me, like, hey, that's enough, Morgan, like, come on. So I go down and shit. I go back to my dorm, and the next day I end up seeing my homie at visiting, and he was telling me, he like, bro, that nigga Crip Mac was nervous. He was biting his nails, walking, like pacing back and forth. He like, but he was talking about you little. He said if he hit you, he gonna hurt you. He like,
but why the homie ain't do nothing to him, though? That's what I don't understand, nigga. Why the fuck they waiting for you?
He said you a little nigga. I'm like, man, I'm not worried about nothing. Like, I got him. So long story short, fucking one of the sergeants at Wayside I was pretty cool with. He used to always come over there and speak to me and shit. So I told him, I'm like, hey man, like, can we go to yard with them? And he like, you want to go to yard with them? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I got homies over there. So he told me, he like, all right, I'm gonna let y'all out together. So I'm like, it's good. So I went to the bar. I went to the door, the back door. I knocked on it. I'm like, tell Crip Mac they about to let us out to yard together. So come outside. Like, I need that. So he like, all right. So Crip Mac, he's like super theatrical and stuff. He pumped himself all up. He standing at the door, breathing all hard, like he about to do something. I'm just like, man, it's good. So
I could imagine Crip Mac doing his theatrics too, getting ready for the fade.
He go out to yard. He storm out the door fast as fuck. They let him out to yard. He's super animated. Then I go out there, like I said, I'm real calm, relaxed. I just tell him, I walk up to him actually, like to tell him, like I was trying to tell him, like soon as the police walk off, like we gonna do it up. So when I went to go tell him, like he was ready. As soon as I went to go tell him, like we finna, I'm like, hey, I walked up to him, I'm like, hey, as soon as the police walk, he started like squaring up with me. I'm like,
hey, at least he ain't no custer. At least my nigga C-Mac ain't no custer, boy.
Like chill out, like we gon' get it, like chill out.
He can't be what he call everybody else. You can't be a buster if you talking like that.
So, long story short, the police left. I'm like, you ready? He like, yeah. He square up. I throw my hands up. He swing like some crazy, wild, loose shit. When he swing, I dodge it. He swing again. I dodge it again. And I just connect. I threw like a two-piece. And I connect with his chin, and then I tried to take his chin off with a right. And he smacked the ground. And he was done. I started beating on him on the ground and stuff. And when I started beating on him on the ground, he was just squirming. Like, he was just on the ground squirming. His mouth was leaking and shit. He just kept on saying, all right, cuz. I'm like, you ain't no Hoover.
Crip Mac ain't tell us that part. Crip Mac ain't tell us the cuz. He ain't tell us that part.
Killer bitch, keep the set out your mouth, nigga. And I kept on just smashing him on the ground. Then he just was like squirming and shit. And then somebody ended up telling me, oh, no, his homie, some dude that was banging 40s was like, hey, like, let him up. I'm like, nigga, that's out. And I told the homie Dillinger, I'm like, man, get cuz. Like, and I just kept on smashing Crip Mac. I let him up. And I told him, like, keep the set out your mouth. I tried to fire on him again. He started, like, backpedaling. Then afterwards, he just came over there. He like, you really a boxer, cuz? And I'm like, and I told him, I'm like, you better not go on no interview and tell nobody that you beat me up, neither, you bitch ass nigga. Like, nigga gonna crash you. He was like, all right, I'm not, cuz I'm gonna keep it 55th Street.
Man, you called him a bitch? You told him, you say you better not hold up, repeat this shit, Jack.
And I told him, I'm like, you better not go on no interview and tell nobody that you beat me up, neither, you bitch ass nigga. Like, nigga gonna crash you. He was like, all right, I'm not, cuz I'm gonna keep it 55th Street. Then he shook my hand. I went my way, he went his way.
Okay.
All right, so you shook hands with a nigga with Hoover Killer on his forehead, though.
Did he talk about it afterwards?
Yeah, he talked about it plenty of times.
And what did he say?
He said I whooped his ass.
Okay, so he admitted in terms of what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, does Crip Mac, is he like autistic or have? Because I feel like he's not 100% there.
Yeah, he definitely like a little off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he a little off. But like I said, he cool. He got a good heart. He just gotta find himself. Like, he seemed real lost. Like, he a pretty genuine person though. I know, like, he's solid. Like, after we fought and shit, he started asking me, like, do I need food and shit. Like, that
so y'all became cool after that?
Nah, we wasn't cool. He just was asking me, do I need food. Okay. Like, he came over there, he had a big ass bag of like all noodles, and he like, hey, you need some soup? So I'm like, nah, I'm good. Then he called me a few more times and asked me like about his mom, because I met his mom one day. I was with my little homegirl, Lady Jap, and we was in Vegas. We was out to eat at Applebee's, and his mom worked there. And she came and she ended up asking me, she's like, your name Jap? I'm like, yeah. She's like, after you finish eating, can we take a picture together? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you you beef with my son. And I was like, who your son? And she was like, oh, that don't matter right now. So
why would she take a picture with the guy that beat up her kid?
No, at the time I didn't beat him up.
Bro, you can't say nigga don't be outside. The nigga was out with his little joint at Applebee's, nigga. He took his little homegirl to Applebee's, nigga. Was out there chilling, regular. Crip Mac mom peeped him. Like, he could have got pulled up on by anybody. You can't say he don't be outside. You can't say, what's this? Adam teaches hosts how to be better podcasters. Oh, he about to be shitting on them. Is Adam about to be shitting on these niggas? Let me see. What we getting to? Let's get to some good shit, man.
So what do you guys normally do here? I know Munchie's not here yet, but I'm just trying to get a little bit more involved in the news, see how everybody's podding.
This feels like a job review right now. Adam checking in on the news. So what do you guys usually, how do you open up the show?
But you think that because last night, you probably know because I told Moose Man that I was watching you and Moose Man's live stream. No. And I watched you two with Munchie.
What did you think of it?
Oh, nice.
What did you think of it?
I have many thoughts.
Okay.
Give us some.
Let's get a pod review from the pod reviewer. Because all your fans, I always say this with everyone in the chat, they take on your personality of like, that's bad podcasting. That's good podcasting.
Oh, yeah, they do. They love to say that.
They love to bring that up. So
Who's
I'm curious. The chat.
Yeah, the chat, the fans.
The undefeated.
The funny one was
champion.
the one of you and Moose Man doing the live stream together on Moose Man's channel. Out of every podcast I ever watched, that probably felt the most like you guys were ignoring the fact that you were recording it. Because you talked about like the weather for like the first 15 minutes.
Recording it? What do you mean recording it? Though?
Like it didn't feel like you guys were like thinking about the fact that anyone else was going to watch this. Which is okay.
I know. I do think in
That's
the
a
beginning we didn't know
horrible
we were
review.
gonna, but we didn't know we were gonna have like
sucked.
34 people consistently watching us. Like we just went live one random day, so I think we were like, oh, we gotta actually like be on it.
No, but this is like a
topics and
consistent
shit.
thing you guys have been doing like every week or something, right?
But you're talking about an earlier one.
The most recent
We're talking
one.
about the most recent one.
I clicked it because you guys talked about LaRussell, and I'm a big LaRussell hater at this point.
Oh my God.
I'm here for all the LaRussell slander.
What about the pod with Munchie, Ricky, and myself? What about that one?
Okay, so number one, I find myself, especially as I get older or like more jaded to podcasting, I feel like the really, really casual style of podcasting where you're just kind of talking about whatever just doesn't really like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a slave to the topics at this point. You know, I want them topics.
Okay, so I have an interesting question about.
I get that. I can understand
Just
that.
asking a question while I'm just getting started on talking about it. What the
I thought you were.
Is that good podcasting?
bad podcasting?
I thought you were
was.
done.
No, not even close.
Okay,
But I mean, she's like begging for the review, man.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go into like hella detail, but I did feel like there was. Okay, so like there's a moment where, and I don't want to diss him without him being here, but like Munchie at one point like mentions that Charlemagne is so rude to his guests on the Breakfast Club, and I'm like, whoa, like take, like that is like a 6-year-old take because you can't, like Charlemagne hasn't done that in so long.
That's like
Right.
Lil Mama era.
That's not even Charlemagne the God no more. He's a mental health advocate. That's what he's trying to be, you know what I mean? That's what he's trying to promote.
That's like
Post Malone era, yeah.
Yeah.
He been off that for so long, and in favor of being a more politically correct, friendly podcaster. So, but then like, I feel like you guys like as podcasts, you got to resist the urge to like, just kind of like talk about random because it's like he says that thing about Charlemagne, and then there's like 5-10 minutes where you guys are just kind of like exchanging like, well, do you remember the time Charlemagne did this? Do you remember like this one thing happened on the Breakfast Club like 10 years ago? And I was just kind of watching it and I'm like, gotta like focus a little bit more. You guys, I was noticing you guys kind of doing it too, like with the LaRussell thing. And you know, that's one thing I like about the Joe Budden podcast is that they have that overlay where it says the names, all the topics as you're watching it. So you kind of.
Yeah, he always compared his podcast to Joe Budden podcast.
Like, they know.
But I guess that's what you should do. If you got to compare it to your peers, the successful ones, right?
We're talking about this thing right now, and we need to finish on this topic before we move on to the next topic, which I do feel like is probably. I don't know if our podcast is like organized to have an overlay like that already prepared.
I fuck with overlays heavy. We do that on our sports podcast. It's easier, obviously, because it's like by game. You know what I'm saying? You overlay. So you can't move on until you're done talking about a game. You're not going to go back and talk about the game before. So I get that, like, from a strategic standpoint.
I fake need to do that shit. I need to have a little list right here. All right, we done talking about that. Boom, move on to the next. I need to start doing that shit.
It would be dope to have overlays here.
Just focus is probably like the biggest thing that I took from it is like, you know, if you're going to talk about one thing, just like focus on that one thing and like really go deep on it before you start to like kind of tangent out from there. I also feel like just in general on the news when I watch it, it's like there's a lot of like just random argument.
Anyway. Rid of that. Alright, let's get to what's this Ant Hefe talking about. Shout out to Ant Hefe, man. He got a topic for us. Wack100. I don't know how Wack100 got involved, but let's go, man. Let's see what's going on.
Administration. So first thing Monday morning, because you said Jeffrey Williams on probation, aka King Slime, aka Young Thug, you said we step on your other brother, your goon with the gang chain, the YSL spider chain, pretending to clutch a gun as he was to be brandishing and holding the gun, said don't lose your life. I am now in fear of my life. Swear to God I am. I'm going to contact my attorney. First thing Monday morning, we will be going to the courts to file a restraining order against you for my protection.
Yeah. 88. Oh shit, my camera died. My fault. Let me put a battery in my camera. My bad. Yo, 88. What's the word though, my guys? Yo, man, my fault for last night, gang. I had to get up off this joint abruptly, dog. I drank way too much. I'm fixing the camera right now, gang. Let me play the video.
Not only that, I will be contacting the federal authorities because you made a threat while possessing a gun on federal property, a private airport. I'm pressing charges on you, Jeffrey. I know you're on probation. You fit go to jail. I swear to God, you will. I'm doing everything because you got me afraid for my life. You are a gang leader. You going to jail. And I'm contacting your probation officer. I'm sending her the video to show that you was there and you was with gang members. I got the pictures and the photos of every guy you was with. Swear to God I do. You have no business to bother me, but you got the right one, Jeffrey. Yeah. Jeffrey King Slime finna slime your right into Fannie Willie's hands. She already done tried to get you revoke. Guess what I'm finna do? Get you a revocation hearing. I swear to God, I'm finna get you a revocation hearing. And I listen, I'm gonna tell exactly what happened. Detailed.
Now y'all heard it from Charleston White mouth. I don't know what happened at this place. I don't know if it happened how Charleston White say it happened. But although Charleston White play the law-abiding citizen, you gotta watch him. There's some snake in him, man. There's some reptile in him, and he's gonna tell a lie. He's gonna make sure you get prosecuted to the maximum of sentence that they can give to you. That's how he's gonna give it up. Now, I'm not gonna lie, man. Every time I see Charleston White, right, it pisses me off. And he don't piss me off per se, but it's an oxymoron. He does piss me off. But this is what I'm gonna say. It pisses me off that
Unc in there with the glasses on, guava melon head out. Unc got the sour sop drink in the back. Like, chill, man.
You got dudes out here right now, right, that supposed to be on game time or supposed to be members, right? You get on here, say something, do something, they be quick to execute you. Try to get you out the way, try to, you know what I'm saying, dribble.
Nigga, T-neck all fucked up. Yo, my son in the house comfy right now. He in the house comfortable right now, gang. Neck to his shirt wrung out. Got the grandpa glasses on, guava melon head out. He ain't got the listen, man.
Down on you, Charleston White, man. This man say
him.
the most disrespectful things in America towards gang members, towards, you know what I'm saying, civilians, whoever. He don't care.
Yo, he got the OD lump on the top of his head. My son definitely got a knot. He a cone head. My son got the cone head shit going on. He need to always wear a hat.
He doesn't have a filter. This man goes untouched. When this man comes before gang members,
this nigga like one of my homies' African pops. Like, definitely. He's definitely, yo, Hefe heritage, definitely African for sure. Like, we all black. We all got African in us. But he's like, this nigga Nigerian or some shit for sure. Like, shout out to my Nigerians. This nigga, the genes is strong on this one right here. My son definitely Nigerian.
It comes before people that's thug. Nothing happened. A lot of these dudes turns into fans and want to take pictures with this man. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that the police scare what's supposed to be tough like that. Somebody say anything about the police, or if somebody...
Yo, I really think this nigga will wash Wack100 up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to believe he'll wash Wack100 up. This nigga got that back home strength. He got that motherland strength, like that I used to fight lion strength. Like, I'm believing this nigga might really put hands on Wack100.
Think that you gonna tell on him? Oh man, you better leave him alone, man. He the police. Oh man, he gonna tell on you. So what? If it's bad, it's bad. Now, you got Charleston White saying that he was on a private airstrip and Young Thug and his dudes threatened his life, and he felt threatened, and he believed it was a gun there, and somebody told him if he make a move for that mace that he would potentially lose his life. And he like pointing dudes out, photographically pointing dudes out, and it sound like he had talked to the people already at the airstrip place or wherever they was at, because he talking about he gonna have photos and recordings and all this stuff. He gonna show Young Thug, parole officer or probation officer that he was there. And for Young Thug, it's just stupidity on his behalf, because I don't even know why you would play with Charleston White and not go all the way, knowing he gonna tell. Seriously.
Let's see this Wack100. Wack100 about to let's see what Wack100 got to say. Yeah, I think he might wash Wack100, bro. He got the African strength, bro. He might wash Wack100.
We gonna commentate.
What he talking about? Is he really gonna try to take Thug down?
Seriously.
He serious?
Serious. I just talked to that for about 30 minutes.
What did he say really happened?
He said they was at the Drewski event at the private jet spot in Opal.
Did Wack just say he just talked to Charleston White for 30 minutes? They homies now?
Fucking Miami.
Mm-hmm. So what was their issue with Charleston?
Charleston said about Young Thug.
Tripping on, he said, only thing he Gunner was paying his attorney fees. Thug walked up on him with his goons, and Charleston went to reach for that mace he be having.
Spray.
He said another gripped up and said, "Here."
He told him.
And that's what he said was a big old commotion. Security came and all that. So, you know, he's serious. He said because it was on the airport, he already called the feds. What you call it twice? So don't
call the feds twice.
You think Thug crazy for just operating like this?
It's some people, bro. If you ain't going all the way, don't even. You know what I'm saying? Don't. This is like Baby Lane.
Right.
Can't let him be. Chuck, look what I just sent you.
Hold up. Oh yeah, today, yep. Shit, about an hour ago.
21 minutes.
What's that, Chuck?
Sent me the phone call, the screenshot of the phone call was like an hour ago.
Oh, with Charleston?
Yeah.
I just talked to the. He said, "Wack, you gotta understand. You know rappers get famous off a hit single? Yeah." He said, "And another get famous off of TikTok? Yeah." He said, "It's cool to get famous off of telling. I'm locking this." I remember Charles.
Facts. If you talking to Wack 100, it's recorded, and I'm pretty sure he recorded that Charleston White conversation. It'll be content soon.
Charleston has positioned himself where you
Charleston probably recorded it.
So he telling you he gonna tell.
Yeah, it's not snitching. He like, this is my job. I'm here to clean up the community.
He's telling you he gonna tell. So you can't gonna call you stupid, dummy. Oh,
So him, how is operating in a space where Charleston White is if they know
because
he
what y'all do not understand is, listen, bro, this is not the streets.
yeah, yeah.
Charleston over there with the streamers.
Right.
And the day they let what happened in the studio or the rap concert flow to the streamer area, and it becomes that. He's over there in the lane where everybody gonna tell. It ain't even telling.
Yeah, this is straight ludicrous, man, and this is what's going on in the game, right?
What, my mic fucked up, bro? Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Let me check the mic. Yo, you can hear me? You hear me better? Let me know if you hear me good. You shouldn't be hearing me on two mics. Let me see. Let me know if it sound better or if I gotta still fix it. Yo, we good? No echo, right? Still sounds hollow? You? How about now? How about now? Yeah, I can see something off. I can see something off. Something is off with it. I hear you. You just sound tiny, you know? That's not good. Let me see. Let me fix that. Turn me up. I never got to be this high, though. I never got to be... My mic never really be this high for me to talk like that. Let me see. Maybe it's... Let me see. Default. Yo. It's good or it's bad? It's bad now or it's good now? Yeah. I'm Gucci. It's not worse, just not Jimmy producer quality. Yeah, we gotta fix that. It's better now? It's better now? Alright, copy. We good. Alright, cool. Let's go.
And aside from what Wack doing, this is human activity, right? People are out here doing this type of stuff, man. People are out here acting like they gangster, quoting the beat street, wanting you to be scared of them, trying to press street buttons, and then a dude would be in a conversation with somebody else that's playing police games or that's potentially trying to get you out the way.
Like Wack 100 on the phone with the nigga Charleston, conversating, doing all this extra shit. Like, bro, like, I thought you was a gangster. Like, what is you doing?
On the police level. This not the street level, no, where somebody like, man, look, man, F dude, I'm about to just come take him off and boom his head or something like that. This is somebody saying that they're about to go to the police. And like, my thing with Wack about this, it's not even just, it's Charleston White saying he's about to go to the police. This is somebody who called Wack out. This, I don't know, I guess maybe they got some business going on. Just a week ago, 2 weeks ago, he was one of the main ones against Wack and Blueface and why Aiden Ross should not pay them. He got up and was like, man, look, they gangsters, they from California, they thugs, they don't deserve nothing, or whatever the case may be. Then I know Wack gonna try to come with some, oh man, you know, that's just content, so you gotta understand content, whatever the case may be. No, it's content for Charleston White, but it's also truth. Charleston White definitely felt like that and probably was hitting Aiden Ross. I guarantee Aiden Ross can drop some text messages with Charleston White saying, yeah, man, F them, man. Don't pay them nothing. Yeah, them California dudes think they all that. Yeah, man, forget Wack. Oh, I guarantee you. But had let that been anybody else or somebody, like I always say, that Wack think he has more than or that he feels less than him, Wack would have been on their head top digging already, trying to drop everything. But it seems like Wack 100 is fascinated with Charleston White. He's fascinated with somebody that's telling you that, man, look, hey, I'm telling on you. It's a lot of dudes out here like that. That ain't gonna make me respect you more because you telling me you gonna tell. Now, of course, you will want to know versus not knowing, but I'm not about to like, no, man, I don't even want to deal with nobody like that, man. I don't even want to deal with nobody like that. So that just lets you know where people minds are at. And this don't have nothing to do with the street, period. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand how you on a phone call with somebody talking about they about to throw somebody in jail and they giving you logic and you in agreement with this. But you are an exposure. But I guess there's nothing to expose about Charleston White because he's already letting you know what he on, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's all bad, bro. This nigga, Wack100 is on the phone with the nigga Charleston White while he planning and politicking on how he gonna get Young Thug locked up. Like, how that's valid? Yo, Wack, what's up with you? I don't understand this shit, man. I don't understand this shit. Yo, bro, y'all see J5 proposed to, let's watch this video real quick. Shout out to Official Ronnie. J5 proposed to Lala, gang. This YouTube relationship is for real. Like, this shit went from YouTube relationship to like family for real. They about to be a family, YouTube family. I'd be pissed if I was with the whole industry and ended up with a streamer averaging 2K. That's fucked up. J5 just proposed to Lala Baptiste on stream, and it was 160 people the whole time. Oh, 160p. That's crazy. Yeah, she preggo, bro. But they getting married now. He just proposed. That's fire. That's what's up. Congrats. But why they just said yeah, that's fucked up what they just said. Lala don't like that nigga. No shade.
Streaming in 2026 has become this, reality television. Look what Kai has created. It's like a double-edged sword. Lots of people can stream new ways to make money, and at the same time, people are getting hate for showing I don't know if you would say a little bit of their lives.
Nigga 88 says sucker. 88, that's crazy. Why you calling him a sucker?
Part of their lives online.
Horrible quality. The stream crashed.
Hating it. Look at this. Look at some of these comments that I found. Laughing emoji. Bro getting married to a corn star he met 7 months ago. That got
She not a corn star, bro. There's no corn of her out there.
Like 2 million views. I'll never forgive Kai Cenat for ruining streaming this bad. Heartbreak emoji. 500,000 views. 7,000 likes. So why are people really mad at J5 and Lala for doing a baby shower on live? Well, very quickly we have to get in how this moment started. This moment started because of Kai Cenat's Streamer University in 2025 and DDG. We'll start with DDG first. DDG is a YouTuber turned streamer, musician, whatever you want to call him, and he has been around a lot of these women. Ruby Rose.
Bro, I never saw her the list. We haven't seen a Lala Baptiste the list yet, but from what I hear, what people online say, they say she did, but I don't know her like that. I really don't know her past. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta keep it a bundle with you. I don't know.
Halle Bailey, Lala, I don't know how to say her last name, and DDG's friends with J5. So they're in that world. J5 kind of just gravitated towards that woman. And Lala, by the way, people see her as she's for everybody. She's dated a lot of rappers from the industry.
TJ,
put some in the Scream and some other people.
TJ, Ian
She was friends with Ruby Rose, so that's all I need to say.
All right, but that's only 2 niggas. Not that that's cool, but that's only 2 niggas though, like Lil TJ and then some Ian Connor niggas. So 2 rappers. She let 2 rappers hit. If those are the only 2 niggas in the world that she ever let hit, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of other niggas too, but niggas that we don't know. Nigga 88 said all these fools pass these thoughts around. But then you can't marry to pass around. You can't marry the blunt. Like, come on, you don't marry the blunt, nigga. You hit the blunt and you pass it along. Pass to the homie. Pass the dirty to the left hand side.
In fact, after this J Cinco Lala streaming event, Ruby Rose decided to tweet this: loyalty is free. Maybe she's speaking out on how Lala and them are not friends. I don't know, bro. DDG is the reason why J Cinco and Lala are together. And DDG and J Cinco were friends. I don't know, something happened between them. They kind of just like split apart. Maybe because DDG wanted Lala to herself. I don't know, bro. Maybe he's the selfish king. And J Cinco at the time was known as a shark. A shark is basically getting a bunch of girls, you know, being known for getting girls. Sharking, okay? Or at least that's what I know so far.
What that mean? It's just like it's just like in the word, bro. Like you ever seen some it's just sharks? Like these them sharks. Bro. Yeah. It could be like some janky. They some sharks, bro. It could be on some like niggas on some like man. I'm finna shark up on these hoes. Yeah. You act like a shark. See some food, nigga, on it. You smell the blood in the water.
So you a shark?
I'm a great. He like a goldfish right now. Oh, shark man. You cracking shit.
Wait a minute, ain't you the? Yeah, that is you. You be that.
Chill. Don't do my nigga Dre like that, man. Shout out to my nigga Prom and my nigga Dre, man. It's some cool niggas.
Houston guy, that 30-year-old dude who wanted to get up on some college girl. Houston spring break. A video I made a couple days ago. Yeah, that is you, boy.
So shark man, you cracking shit. Yeah, exactly. And also like, it's like he was a crusher. You on board. Exactly. You on bullshit as well. Yeah, exactly.
So when J Cinco got Lala, DDG was like, no, bro, no. What are you doing, bro? Like, this is my girl. I've known her for longer. Now you gonna get with her? And there was a clip. This was like clips of DDG and J Cinco doing some clip farming clips that wasn't clip farm, but clip farm clips.
This is crazy, bro. Oh, you gotta keep your hoodie on. Why? You have to keep your hoodie on, bro. Nah, you want to nigga, you butt ass. You gotta keep your hoodie on, bro. I never see you act like this, bro. You got me on short, bro. It's all good, bro. How y'all doing?
Hello, how are you?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, it's too bad he said.
You smell so good.
Real quick, can I see you? How you doing?
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Good, just come here real quick. Huh? Alright, bro. You on some different today, bro. What's up, bro? Why you acting like that? You gotta leave me wear your chain. That's crazy. Bro, it's my place. Do you want to be here or not? Like, you can leave. The fact that you even here is crazy.
I never understood this style of comedy. Like, this kind of comedy sketch-ish. Like, the player hate the homie. Like, I get the whole player hate, but, like, we would do it in a funny way. This is more like almost bullying, like little bro in a nigga.
You gotta let me wear your chain. I don't have my chains here. I give them back at the end of the stream. Just let me go. Your chain, I give back. I have a whole bunch of Cartier on, bro. It doesn't matter. I don't have any chains. You have your chains here, but I know my chains. I don't live here. My mom lives here.
Why are you even debating with the nigga about where his chain's at? Why the fuck would it ever matter? Why would you ever have to take your chain off and put? Like, I just don't get it.
Wear your chain. Oh, come on, bro. Chill, bro. You want to stay or not?
And he actually took off his chain and gave it to him.
Huh? The hot sauce? Yeah. I'm about to come get it for you right now.
Want the flowers? Who's that for?
I got some flowers.
Who's that for? Who the flowers for?
This for me and my brother. I'm sorry. So she don't get somebody.
Ooh, there goes JC. My God, you want some food?
I know, I'm good right now.
What's up? Feed it to you.
Is that
He bought both of them flowers. Nah, that's gangster. He bought both of them flowers.
Hey, get the camera on my face. Hey, get the camera on my face. Who's that?
Oh, and a gift.
Wow.
And a gift. She was hyped when she got the bag with the gift, because she like, oh, you gave her flowers. I don't feel that special. That's how girls be. Like, that's literally how girls be. Like, right? They at low key is like, oh, that's cute. You gave her flowers too. But they low key like, oh, it should have just been my moment.
Excuse me, y'all. You can make a plate.
Pepe Le Pew? Who's that?
Seven. You want
Oh, what's up, John?
Did you eat today?
Nah. Who that?
Seven.
I've been going for a couple years. His name's number 5.
Number 5? Yeah. What's up, my boy, though, man? Bro, why is you looking like that, bro?
Wait, chat. Let's see what Lala got.
Oh, yeah, let's see what Lala got. Let's see what Lala got.
What's that in the box? In the brown bag? Thank you.
Yeah, he knew he was about to crush that. He knew he either crushed that already or was trying to crush.
I made a specific rule. I made a trailer, and I said no sinker. And you think it's a game because you're 19 and you think everything is just funny in a game. It's not a game. You gotta go.
DDG.
Plain and simple. I don't care about no chat. I don't care about your chat.
Bro, this I never understand. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, smack this nigga, though.
I don't care about my chat. None of that. You gotta go, bro.
Or the nigga talk to you like this is only one thing to do. Smack him.
Good though. If you,
But I'm good. Hit me though, bro.
Dingo! I'm trying to talk to you, bro. I'm trying. You're not listening to me.
All right.
If I
Gotta smack.
literally told you, if I literally sat here and I talked to you and I said, listen, bro, I paid for this whole place myself. Oh, I think about that.
Now he flexing on you? I paid for this whole place myself. Like, he just, he flexing on you, big broing you. Y'all whole relationship dynamic was never right. I could never be bros with a nigga that's even trying to, you never gonna play with me. You gonna get these hands way before that.
Bloodhound George is coming upstairs.
So it seems like that clip farm was kind of real, kind of fake at the same time. And he didn't like that Jay Cinco was trying to take her away because Jay Cinco was known as the shark at the time. And then, you know, Kai Cenat had the Streamer University thing where he'd invite a lot of streamers. You know, it just blew up these streamers even more. The Jay Cincos of the world, Ben Don, DDG, India Love, Cooking with Kaya. Speaking of which, where is Cooking with Kaya anyway? I might just make a video on that, man. And yeah, hence why somebody said I'll never forgive Kai Cenat.
Yeah, it's too much like that for me. I can't. Like, I don't get
Not
it.
for ruining streaming this bad. Yeah, that Jay Cinco and Lala got closer. And
My boy in the chat, 88 said initiation ritual, man. What the rest of y'all think about that? Initiation ritual. So you think DDG was putting him through an initiation ritual? Almost on some like hazing shit when you try to get into a fraternity. Almost like when you get jumped in and when you turn blood.
And they've been dating for like 7 months or something like that. And it turned into something nobody expected. Them becoming parents for the first time. And that whole baby shower stream, people are talking about it and saying it's cringe or something like that. So let's see what's going on. Let's look at some of these clips, shall we?
No ghetto stuff, you know what I'm saying? I invited people, even though, yeah, we invited some famous people and all that, we invited everybody that's on the same frequency, on good vibes.
Yeah.
We're on nothing but good vibes.
Yeah,
Jack.
we had our like personal intimate baby shower already, which I guess some people don't realize.
Yeah, they don't
this
realize
is like, you know, y'all nosy, might as well join.
And I'm not a lot of y'all hating. Look, if you want to get invited, man, just ask. Just ask, because we're
gonna head inside.
You live right now, but nobody else live. So this your stream?
Yes.
Cinco stream.
This is my stream.
So you got special perms?
I thought everyone was streaming.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Go down.
Okay.
So did he like tell everybody else they couldn't stream?
We got good.
Oh. Hey, yeah, I just thank you. I think you're gonna be in a
88 said no, more like you're getting on a label type shit. Nah, got you.
amazing mother. Baby, man, all that, man. I think you're gonna be an amazing mother. You know, I invited your mom and Travis here, you know, because Naila Baptiste. Will you marry me?
We don't know if she said yeah or no. We don't even know. I guess she said yeah.
Damn, that's tough. And it was laggy too.
That's tough.
I can't imagine how Cinco feels.
Nigga, yeah, I'm like, I'm just having a laggy stream, bro. Cause wanted to be fancy and not have no backpack on, and you just walk around. Man, you got all these earpieces in the nigga ear, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. I really don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. Like, I'm like the switches and all that shit sound good, but if I knew that shit was gonna be, I would have just IRL'd one take and moved around with my own camera and it had a great stream. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my thing, bro. That's what pissed me off, because now I'm tripping, I'm stressing, I'm yelling at everybody, and then I'm also like, I'm knowing I'm finna propose, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm finna propose. Like, even in my speech to my girl, you know, her mom was trying to help her, and I was like, man, fuck that shit. I was just so like, it was so much going on. I'm trying to get everybody together. We got this little mic. This is what they gave me.
Right, exactly. I know. There was 200 other people that recorded, so yeah, you got the footage. They just ain't posted.
This was the I was gave to make a toast to.
Like, look at this. I can't even finish this clip, but you guys are gonna have to watch it. If I watched it, you're gonna have to watch it with me. Just look how quiet it gets, this baby Lola stuff.
So excited for the baby. No, dang, congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats, Jay. I'm so excited. You better spoil her, okay?
For sure.
Girl dad.
Chanel, as soon as she comes out.
As soon as she comes out. If you don't come correct, we're beating your ass.
She got rich uncle.
Okay? We're beating your ass. We're beating your ass if you don't come correct. And she's gonna have good hair, okay? She's gonna have good hair. So,
What that mean? All hair is good hair. The fuck?
so I need all those conditioner brands to be ready for Lala's baby, okay? Because she's gonna have good
What the Yo, what?
hair, long curly hair. Thank ya.
Yo, everything you just said is bad. Like, first you try to say nappy hair is bad, and then you try to say, like, you selling the baby off to brands already before the baby get here? Like, who even are you?
Reporting live. Good. We're beating your ass if you don't come correct. And she's gonna have good hair, okay? She's gonna have good hair. So I need all those conditioner brands to be ready for Lala's baby, okay? Because she's gonna have good hair.
Look at the girl over here. The girl over here feel how I feel. Look. The girl over here feel how I feel. Look at the girl right here. Listen, look.
Good hair. So I need
Look at Shorty, look at her.
need all those conditioner brands to be ready for Lala's baby, okay?
Look at her face. She about to look away like,
Because she's gonna have good hair, long curly hair. Thank ya. Reporting live.
Oh, brother, I don't know what.
Look, he turned his back on her. Look, she over here talking this dumb shit. Nigga turned his back on her. Look, T, back on her. Your back is turned to you. Back is turned to you. Like, you bugging.
She got mine.
And then there was a segment of Jay Cinco hanging up his damn jersey or whatever.
Now we come into what we like to call the jersey retirement. And for y'all who don't know what that means, it's...
Bro, only streamers would do this, bro. Only streamers, dog.
When a young brother who has had a promiscuous, fulfilled past finally hangs...
That don't even sound good, my nigga. You getting married and you having a baby. This wasn't even you getting married, my nigga. They did this speech because you was having a baby. Like, bro, at this point, only announcement was that you was having a baby and y'all having a hanging up the jersey stream. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Streamers be making shit corny sometimes. Like, and you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm a part of the community. But this shit crazy, bro. Like, you having a hang up jersey stream, bro.
His drawers in the jersey, finally hangs up his jersey in the rafters, and you just lay all that hoism down.
Bro, this shit, yo, only streamers can.
Don't comment on everything I say.
When I first met Jay Cinco, he was one of the greatest sharks I've ever seen. Some might say even the Michael Jordan of sharking.
Bro, come on, man. Like, now you got niggas coming up here making you look like a sleaze.
He inspired many people, including myself.
Watching Jay's career over the years has been so crazy. Lala Cavillo is. I'm talking.
Oh, she here? Lala's in the building? Lala's there? Nigga just said Lala Cavillo it. Bro.
Crazy in transition. ISO game crazy. You know what I'm saying? But with time, just like the game, players gotta change. You feel me? And that's when Jay came to me asking for some help. How do I keep doing this content shit the way I do without the huzz? You get what I'm saying?
I just wanted to say shout out to y'all. Keep God first. Make sure that your child is a God-fearing child. I know you are. And this is going to be the most beautiful family that I've seen on Twitch. And make sure if y'all can, do the birth on stream just like the others.
Man, hey. Who next? Hey, who next, man? Who's speaking next?
Look though.
He said do the birth on stream.
And hang up that jersey.
You have matured so much over these years and done so many special things. It's beautiful to see you and Lala have a child on the way. My girlfriend won't even let me have sex with her.
Jason, why you laughing at him?
Why you laughing? All jokes aside, being able to bring all these people together and share this moment is something beautiful. I joke a lot, but be proud of this moment. You only get it once. All these people, including me, care about you enough to come out here, so W baby shower, y'all, yes!
Stream is bad here.
That was it?
The quality on the stream is bad here too.
That was all?
Do a prospect like I've never seen before. Went beyond that Sharky. Him. You feel me? I had to have you on my love show. I brought you on. You took everybody, bitch, ladies.
Hey, ladies. Whole
weekend, you really did your thing. You was the MVP, bro. And then you met Lala, man. You feel me?
Look at her face. Like she don't know how to take this.
Hey, what's going on? I need you on my love show. He said, nah, bro, I got different things going on. You feel me? My boy settled in. And I have to say, I'm proud of you, bro. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, having that family and having one lady that you can really bond with and be with is what's more important than anything. So I want to give a big hands up to Cinco and Lala for making the first stream, baby. Let's get it.
First stream, baby.
Not stream, baby. Hey, it's a regular baby.
It is a stream, baby.
Me a little
Are you dating someone?
It is a stream, baby.
Something. I'm getting a little head
my bad.
now and then.
My bad. Are you live?
No, you good. Yeah, I'm live.
Oh.
Am I dating someone? Yeah, I get a little head here and there.
Wait, what?
I get a little head here and there. Lala, I didn't know you was behind me. Excuse me, Lala. I did not.
This is streaming in 2026. Look how oversaturated this has become, man. Like, this is insane. And I'm not hating on it. I think some of the comments people are saying on Twitter is a little too far. There might be some truth to it.
Yeah, she get it. It's a good thing she gets it, bro. That's the beautiful part about their relationship. At least she gets it. She knows it's just, you know what I mean? It's entertainment. It's another stream. It's a form of revenue. Fuck it.
But like, you know, it's just two parents making money during, you know, a baby shower, you know? I think it's cool. Now, despite what I put on the title, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know I have to get people's attention somehow. That's the YouTube game. I'm not finna put some generic ass title. But my thoughts are, you know, it is what it is, man. Jay Cinco, the former Shark, now with apparently a former corn star. I don't think she was a corn star. She might have posted a little bit on OnlyCans or something like that.
Oh, she had an OF before, huh? But it gets old fast to her, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
But she's been in the industry,
especially when they all talking about how they was witnessing him sharking right before he met her, and he was the #1 shark and had so many games. And
that's who she is. She's been in the industry. She's been passed around like a blunt. She's been passed around. They might be meant for each other. Shark meets blunt. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'll read the
Shark meets blunt. I don't know, man. What's this? Rock Nation, the label bullying all of hip hop. Oh, we might gotta tap in. He said Shark meets blunt. That was a good one though. Let's see, let's tap in with this real quick. Rock Nation, the label bullying all of hip hop.
Since its formation in 2008, Rock Nation has been a cornerstone of the modern music industry. These days, the label, which was launched with J. Cole as its inaugural signee, has gone on to become so much more than just another company. A sprawling empire with over 20 different divisions, the conglomerate which plays host to or manages artists such as Rihanna, Megan Thee Stallion, Pusha T, and many more, are a true force in modern entertainment.
Look at this nigga face, dog.
But throughout that rise, they've been stalked by accusations of some pretty shady business tactics. In some cases, even by the very people that they helped propel to stardom.
So tell me about your audition with Jay-Z. Tell me what he said to you.
A really good audition. Yes. But before I met him, I was so nervous. I was shaking literally.
Yeah. So then what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign, or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
So you was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing.
But
I'm signing.
Where comments like this.
Listen to this again. I got a video where I put this in.
With the deal sign or through this window. So we signed Arden. And there was this little pause. And I was nervous. But then he said, there are two ways to leave here. Either through the door with the deal sign or through this window. And we're on the 29th floor. So you was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing.
But where comments like this were brushed aside, recent weeks and months have seen an influx of new evidence that behind the corporate facade, they are moving in a way that's pretty devious. Just ask some of the people who have dared to get in their way.
I'ma tell you about Jay-Z. He's the most sensitive motherfucker on the planet, and he can't take niggas in his comments telling him the truth. Okay?
It's your boy Luesta, and this is why Rock Nation is bullying the industry. First, let's set the scene. Since his days as an MC, Jay-Z has always been hard-headed in a way that accumulated many enemies.
Shouts to Luesta, man. He be putting out some good pieces, bro.
Famously declaring that he can't leave rap alone, the game needs me, haters want to be clapped in chrome, it ain't easy. Jay has weathered beefs with rappers like Nas and Mobb Deep, while also enduring business dealings going sour with people like his former Rockefeller partner Dame Dash. Among all these different scenarios he's found himself engaged in, one thing has become very, very clear. Sean is not a man to be trifled with, particularly when it comes to his cash flow.
I mean, everybody knows Jay ain't shit. Like, that, everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but does that surprise you at all? Because that seems particularly shady.
Listen, if you ask anyone in the industry, it's a common knowledge that Jay ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Define ain't shit for our audience.
He's about the bag. You
Right.
know, we all know that. It's about, he's self-preserving, period. Like, you know, it's just that the people he does it to don't have, like, Beyonce next to him. They don't have that kind of a power. But, you know, this dude here, everyone's looking. You know, he do that shit to me with girls. Like, you know, he'll be like, you know, I'll be talking to a chick and I'll be like, yo, she asked me to do this, that, and the third. And he'd be like, I wouldn't do it. And then the next day he's wifed her. And I'd be like, oh, that's some funny shit.
Right.
By all accounts, the man who once stabbed.
This looks so bad. Why is your chain hanging out of your shirt like that? If you want to wear the chain, put it around the collar, my boy. You look crazy with the chain hanging out of this. Look at the way his chain is hanging out of his shirt neck. Shit looks crazy, dog, nigga. Put it around. If you want to wear, if you gotta have it out, which I wouldn't even have it out with a tie. Who the fuck wears a chain with a tie?
Wifed her. And I'd be like, oh, that's some funny shit.
Right.
By all accounts, the man who once stabbed Juan Un Rivera for reportedly bootlegging his album retains this ruthlessness in the business world. However, he couldn't do it all single-handedly, and among his most trusted lieutenants is Rock Nation's CEO, Desiree Perez. And these days, she's getting implicated in just as many of these industry beefs as he is. A former club promoter who booked Jay-Z back in the day, Desiree has a little of a checkered past, and allegedly churned federal informant in 1994 when Perez was arrested and faced drug, firearm, and grand larceny charges. Years later, Desiree, who is married to Rock Nation Sports CEO Juan Perez, was pardoned by Trump's White House, with the government agency claiming that since her conviction, Ms. Perez has taken full accountability for her actions and has turned her life around. She has been gainfully employed and has been an advocate for criminal justice reform in her community. But if you ask one of these major critics of Rock Nation, she is every bit as conniving as she was back in the day. Out of all the people who've been intent on revealing the true nature of Rock Nation, few of them have taken on the task with passion and perseverance as Nicki Minaj. Although they were once occasional collaborators, Jay-Z and Nicki have been at odds for a while. Recently, she disputed his treatment of Lil Wayne in the midst of him being denied the Super Bowl halftime show, taking up for her mentor and claiming that he had been snubbed, then went on to claim via her often chaotic station head account that he has been limiting her from reaching her full financial potential.
Jay-Z has exhibited signs of envy, jealousy, hate, and stopping bags behind the scenes, allegedly. Why is it always the same story? So that means Nas made all of that stuff up. DMX made all of that stuff up. He was beefing for a minute with, 50, with Dame and Dipset for a while. And isn't it interesting how many feuds, even with females, that he's allegedly been behind as well?
Among her claims is that due to her early involvement in Tidal, due to being one of the 15 artists gifted a 3% stake in the streaming service at its 2015 launch, and others, Jay-Z owes her a whole boatload of cash. According to her, she was offered $1 million for her share after the company was sold to Jack Dorsey's Square for $302 million in 2021. For that reason, Nicki has asked him to provide the money she feels he's unfairly withholding. We've calculated about $100 to $2 million so far. Jay-Z, call me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5 though. But when it comes to the heat between them, this is merely a fraction of
You're still in my top 5
because whenever she gets a chance, she'll go off on Jay and the CEO Desiree, maintaining that they're actively trying to sabotage her career and the online presence of her audience. They came begging the
Nicki
Queen for a
Minaj
tour and album, and I said nope, LMFAO. I wanted to patch it up. They needed help from the Queen and the Barbs. I called the Barbs on the secret Barb phone, and it was recording. No, just like the casino. Jay-Z, let me find out you gonna let Desiree take the fall alone. Minaj continued. I don't blame you. That ugly ass hoe. Bitch gon' snitch anyway. You might as well beat her to it. Conspiracy, false imprisonment, civil rights violations. Run! From there, she concluded, okay, I'm not going to put out the album anymore. No more music. Hope you're happy now, Jay-Z. Bye, Barbs. Love you for life. And whenever there's scrutiny on them in recent months, Nicki has been on hand to engage in it, recently celebrating their inability to get a casino license. Hearing Desiree Perez talk about how she was begging for $40 million and was told no, oh broke nation, how'd you go so fucking broke? And she's not content to stop there, even leveling big accusations at them that they basically destroyed both entertainment and sports in one fell swoop. Dear Jay-Z and Desiree, you ruined hip-hop, ruined football, ruined basketball, and ruined touring. The jig is up. According to her, the entire company is nefariously pulling strings and doing everything they can to detract from the controversies that continue to surround them. Anytime Cook Nation's in the news for something they don't want you to know, a few things will happen. Will Smith will appear, a famous person is announced dead, and their allies will begin to post/say nasty things about the Queen. Naturally, everything Nicki says as of late has been taken with a real pinch of salt, as to put it mildly, she's been crashing out for a while now. However, the notion of the upper management mistreating people whose usefulness has elapsed or dared to question them is nothing new. In these days, the case studies are beginning to stack up. When it comes to Rock Nation kicking people to the curb once their cultural currency has expired or getting in their way, one man who certainly springs to mind is Colin Kaepernick. Perhaps best known at this point for his famous decision to kneel during the national anthem that got him expelled from the NFL. Colin Kaepernick basically became a civil rights figure, and to begin with, Jay seemed to be firmly on his side of his principled stance to protest against police brutality.
Would you have said, do it, don't do it? What would you have counseled the brother?
Oh, 100% do it.
Wow.
I mean, look how many people play football. They're not all gonna be him. Like, you just put his name next to Muhammad Ali. Would you rather be playing football, getting your head dinged in, or would you rather be an iconic figure for the rest of your life? A job that I think people, again, we confuse the idea of having a job with fulfilling your purpose.
Or at least he did until a bag was at stake. Just 2 years on from making those comments in favor of Cap, Jay-Z decided to cross the cultural picket line and sign a multi-year deal to produce the Super Bowl halftime via Rock Nation as their entertainment strategist.
Because there's two parts of protesting. You go outside and you protest, and then the company or the individual say, I hear you. What do we do next?
We have cops that are murdering people. We have cops in the SFPD that are blatantly racist. And those issues need to be addressed.
For me, it was like actionable item. What are we gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? So, reach millions and millions of people, or we get stuck on Colin not having a job.
Jay-Z partnered with the National Football League, the same mega corporation that employs those involved in murder, domestic violence, and countless other offenses, but sees a disproportionate issue at hand with silently taking a knee on the sidelines. What struck me was this.
You kneel with your stand. Here. What? You kneel with your stand. Okay. I think we passed kneeling.
And immediately, this went down like a ton of bricks with both Cap and his supporters. Years on, Jay has retained this position, and many people have essentially forgotten about the entire controversy. However, Colin's wife, Nessa Diab, is not one of them, and in her opinion, the situation unveiled Jay's true nature.
Yes, I might not like what Jay-Z did, but guess what I don't do? Go out of my way to not play his songs on my show. No, I'm not spiteful. I don't try to harm people. I don't do smear campaigns behind the scenes.
And don't take away from his artistry.
I don't ever do that. We're clear. Jay's one of the best to do what he does. Also, what he did to Colin was absolutely wrong.
And once hip-hop's queen began taking shots at Jay and co, Nessa launched another assault and got into the sordid details about how they suppressed Kaepernick and his message at the request of the NFL. At Nicki Minaj exposing the smear campaign tactics that Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez did to her behind the scenes is very similar to what I was told they did to @Kaepernick. When Jay purposely co-opted Colin's protest by siding with the NFL to help their image after they blackballed Colin for his protest. Rock Nation apparently took $5 million a year over 5 years to bury the growing protest, and specifically help them move beyond the controversy around teams' unwillingness to sign Kaepernick. She continued. Desiree even said, "We love that everybody wants to be on stage, that we've completely changed the conversation to fighting for it versus boycotting. We've come a long way." She got her pardoned by Trump. No coincidence the NFL owners are his buddies and also donated millions to his campaign.
Yo, do y'all know that the nigga Colin Kaepernick was still trying to get back in the NFL as of like a year or two ago? He thought he was still had a chance. He still was like, they're like, he's still working out every day. He's still like, bro, like, shout out to the black man, man. Shout out to him for doing what he did. Shout out to him. That was his choice. He made it. He did what he did. You know what I'm saying? We should stand behind him and support him. But bro, you think 10 years later, 5 years later, 6 years later, it's still even a chance? Like, come on, bro.
His allegations won't sit.
You sued them. You sued them, gang. You got your whatever bread you got from that suit. You should have known that was going to be the last bread you ever got from the NFL. You don't sue the company and then think you're going to get hired back. That's just, like, in my opinion, I would assume that.
Well, with the higher ups at Rock Nation, particularly because they try their best to maintain an image as a socially conscious company. But it's by no means the first time that they adopted a man associated with the cause before disposing of them over time. During the drama surrounding Meek Mill's prison sentence for a probation violation, Jay-Z and Rock Nation were very active in the attempts to free him.
How did you get into his life? How do you know about this? And what are you doing for people who may fall prey to this?
We manage him currently, like right now. You know, this judge felt the need to violate him for two to 4 years for two things. One, he was shooting a video and he was riding a motorcycle and doing wheelies. And two, there was a guy who asked him for an autograph, and he was like, "Man, I'm leaving. I got a flight. I'm leaving." And then the guy got mad and started hitting his friend, so he pulled the guy off his friend. And case got dismissed in that because they had the camera and they saw that, oh, he didn't start any trouble. He was actually trying to leave. The guy hitting his friend's friend is a little guy who actually had a head injury. So guy.
As a signee of Rock Nation management, it benefited everyone for Meek to be back out. And by the time he re-emerged, the Philly rapper was repositioned from street MC to a campaigner for the penal system to be overhauled. Once he was released, Jay and Meek originally seemed inseparable, as they strived ahead to not only kickstart the rapper's career once more, but also gave birth to the Reform Alliance, an organization which campaigns for fair prison sentences. But where they were once seen together on a regular basis, this has majorly decreased. Coincidentally, it seemed like the distance was formed after public perception of Meek seriously faltered following a series of L's.
Meek rapping about Amiris, and 80 bands. He's playing tennis with some white guy, and all of a sudden I see this.
You're doing bunny hops, Meek, because you got your ass beat in tennis.
Look how they talking to him.
You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud.
Damn. Count out loud, nigga.
Count out loud.
By the way, I don't even think any black rapper could talk to Meek like this.
By 2022, Meek left the Rock Nation management umbrella, but insisted it wasn't due to any bad.
Nigga said, I don't think any black rapper could talk to me like this. Yo, act the worst, man. Shout out to Act.
Blood, and that they were consulted on the best path for all parties to take. All I seen today was Meek and Rock part ways. I'm personally handling my own business so I can take a risk and grow. We came to that agreement together. I have a label deal with Rock for my artist, and many other investments with Jigga, and Rock Nation is my family. Don't mix my post aimed at Atlantic mixed up with Rock or MMG. They ain't stopped nothing I'm doing. We made about 100 million together. Dez, Mike, and Hove saved my life before, and put a lot of energy into it. I'm not behind on my favors in life with my people. I'm good. But while both parties insist that there's no bad blood, the fact remains that they are now seldom seen together, and at this point, it feels like Meek is cast to the side with every further indignity.
It sounds like, hey, we have grand plans to build this whole thing behind Meek Mill, and our first start is prison reform. And after that, we're going to push you, we're going to do all this other shit. And they never really had no intent in doing that. They just got what they needed out of the moment, and they moved on.
I'm with you. See, I would agree, like I said, if he can get something out of that.
And I ain't gonna lie, it's another one where I want to know the Meek Hove story.
Yeah, there's something there, bro. For Hove to say I could never beef with him, I freed him from a whole bit. For him to even feel he needed to address it and say it in that manner, it's something, dog. He just saying, yo, I can't beef with, he can't beef with me.
Considering their focus on money over morality, it really shouldn't be particularly shocking that they chose to favor their brand over the potential ill effects of being caught up in a scandal. So when one of their clients was in some legal trouble, they promptly
Yeah, it's definitely some static. It's some beef. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we can get a deeper, hopefully there's a video out there on Meek and Jay-Z beef.
wanted to get out of the line of fire without actively defending their roster members. The man in
people
question
up there,
is Fat
yeah.
Joe, with the legendary Terror Squad artist being sued for some very unsavory things by his former hype man, Terrence Dixon. Amid a laundry list of charges, Joe is accused of coercive labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion, not to mention a situation with an underage individual. Defendant was in love with minor Doe 3. He even contemplated leaving his wife. The defendant paid all was in love version, not to mention sexual manipulation. Violent intimidation, and psychological coercion, not to mention a situation with an underage individual. Defendant was in love with minor Doe 3. He even contemplated leaving his wife. The defendant paid all minor Doe 3's bills and even took her overseas to his tour stops. He brought her.
Bro, if she was a minor, what bills did she have? What do you mean? What bills? You said she's a minor.
To Florida and would put her up in a condo he rented a few blocks from his house with his.
Where was her parents?
Wife, the lawsuit states. In a recorded conversation, minor Doe 3 and her 15-year-old cousin describe in detail to plaintiff how inappropriate it was. But alongside Fat Joe, another defendant that was listed was none other than Rock Nation. And without hesitation, they sought to untangle themselves, no matter how much it might harm their client's defense. Rock Nation's alleged role in this case, according to the plaintiff himself, is that it became Mr. Cartagena's artist management company in 2017, and in that capacity, earned the commission on revenue Mr. Cartagena generated, writes Rock Nation's lawyer Alex Spiro. Yet, according to the plaintiff, the fact that Rock Nation had a business relationship with Mr. Cartagena somehow makes Rock Nation a part of a RICO enterprise, as well as a participant in sex trafficking, and an aider and abetter of Mr. Cartagena's alleged conduct. That is nonsensical. Here, we see the lengths that Rock Nation will go to preserve the company's well-being, even if it's at the expense of one of the people they're supposed to represent. But according to the organization's critics, the problem isn't simply that they'll throw their allies over to the side when it's tactically wise to do, but that they will hold serious grudges when they believe they've been wronged. Even though Nicki Minaj has been the most outspoken Young Money label alumni to come after Jay, Desiree, and Rock Nation, there is another one of Lil Wayne's proteges who have reason to take issue with how they move. Because if speculation is to be believed, they've been spending time trying to take Drake out. Over the course of Drake's time in the spotlight, Jay has occasionally had bars for him over the years, spitting things like this in his direction. I know you ain't out here talking numbers, right? I know you ain't out here talking summers, right? I know you ain't walking around talking down, saying boss shit when you a runner, right? But for the most part, they've ultimately seemed cordial, collaborating on tracks ranging from the Blueprint 3s off that, through to Talk Up on Scorpion. However, the belief is that there's some grievances that have yet to be resolved on Jay's part, and these issues stem back to the formation of Tidal. When Jay-Z first began to unveil the Rock Nation affiliated streaming service known as Tidal, Drake was intended to be one of the original 16 artist partners who appeared alongside him. But things didn't go to plan and he stayed away, only for it to later
I just signed the Apple and I still feel entitled.
Be revealed that Apple Music paid Drake $19 million for an exclusive contract. From there, things got a little nasty, like claiming that Drake had been prohibited from appearing on the live stream during Lil Louisiana Fest under a threat of a $20 million lawsuit. However, Drizzy's team combated this, claiming that nothing of that sort happened. The decision to not have Drake participate in the Tidal stream has nothing to do with Apple or Drake's deal. Point blank, 100%. I made a business decision, Drake's manager, Future the Prince, told BuzzFeed News. Apple doesn't have the power to stop us from being part of a live stream. The only people that have that power to do so are Cash Money and Universal, and they're our partners. Unable to control Drake in the way that he wished to, there are some who feel that Jay and Rock Nation have held a grudge over the whole thing. As little as 3 years ago, the normally cautious Jay was caught lurking.
Yo, look at Beyonce looking. Look at Beyonce looking all in Jay phone. You see how hard she looking? She about to smack this nigga, dog. Yo, the way she look like she see something she don't like. She ready to smack this nigga.
On Twitter, liking a tweet from Mark Lamont Hill on the subject of his wordplay about Megan Thee Stallion on Circo Loco, which read, "If Drake released a song with clever wordplay that mocked the shooting of a male rapper, or any man of that matter, the same people defending him would be outraged. But of course, he would never do that." Although this was likely a shock, Funk Flex believes that he is more active online than you realize. The only reason he plays it subtly is because he can't take the criticism.
I'm gonna tell you about Jay-Z. You know you want me to tell you why he can't be on social media?
What?
Because he's the most sensitive motherfucker on the planet, and he can't take niggas in his comments telling him the truth. Oh, what? Okay? He can't take it. He can't open up social media. You know what Jay does? He watches social media from a fake page.
When it comes to Rock's issues with Drake, there are some who believe it goes a whole lot deeper, because apparently it didn't simply harbor secret disdain, but actively tried to undermine him. Instead, there are some who believe that Rock Nation has actually waged a long-standing campaign with various pawns. For one thing, there are theories that Meek was one of those soldiers sent out to bring him down. Considering that Meek leaked Drake's ghostwriting reference tracks just 1 month after the whole Tidal scandal, there has been a suggestion that this was an orchestrated move made to try and kill Drizzy dead in his tracks. And apparently, Drake worked this out.
Yeah. Okay, since y'all are playing double dutch, 30 for 30 freestyle.
Yeah.
When everyone thought he was talking about Meek, he was clearly talking about Hove. So stop double dutching.
Talking about what?
Hove. Talk about Jay-Z on that. I think the powers that be that were not added into this go as high as Hove and what the strategy was with this entity that Drake was that took over the music industry. And I think they saw this as an opportunity to try to lower the light of somebody that had completely taken over.
Drake is another student of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He knows and sees and watches everything. So
best.
when
One of the
Meek
best.
first tweeted it, before he name dropped, Meek tweeted a month or 6 weeks earlier than that, these niggas don't write their raps.
Okay.
Something.
Pusha had made note.
So
Kendrick had made note. There was rumblings.
But when that didn't work, there was a belief that the latest attempt came through none other than Kendrick Lamar in his war on Drizzy that led to one of the most legendary beefs in the genre's history. Whether or not he was involved at the outset, it seemed obvious that Jay was happy about the result, enlisting him to perform at the Super Bowl and singing his praises along the way. Kendrick Lamar is a truly once-in-a-generation artist-performer, Jay-Z said of the 17 Grammy Award winner. His deep love for hip-hop and culture informs his artistic vision. He has an unparalleled ability to define and influence culture globally. Kendrick's work transcends music, and his impact will be felt for years to come. And sure enough, Kendrick then used the halftime show to defame Drizzy on the biggest rap stage possible. Beyond that now legendary performance, there is a sense that Jay did whatever he could to defend Kendrick's decision to basically just suggest that Drake isn't of hip-hop culture. This led to Michael Eric Dyson's show.
How little is Kendrick? How little? This nigga had to bend down to him like a lady. Bro, look at this.
That Jay
how little is Kendrick, gang?
Could to defend
look at this
Kendrick's
shit.
Decision to
this nigga had to bend down to him like a lady, bruh. Everybody else told, look at the nigga behind Kendrick too. How tall is Kendrick Lamar? We gotta look this up.
To defend Kendrick's decision to basically
Kendrick Lil Uzi height.
That Drake isn't of hip hop.
Yo,
This led
Kendrick Lil Uzi height, gang. Let me see this shit, dog. How tall is Kendrick Lamar? 5'5". That nigga 5'5". Wow. Oh boy, 5'5", brown eyes.
Michael Eric Dyson's showdown with his very good friend Jay-Z after the famed academic went off.
They giving him the 5'5". He really like 5'3". Facts. He Lil Uzi height.
Over his attempt.
Shout out to Lil Uzi.
Attempts to shift the narrative around Drizzy.
Drake is being indicted by Kendrick Lamar, implicitly and explicitly, not like us. The song is the song, whatever you think about it. But the notion itself, big distinction, us versus them. And they're trying to be black Drake, right? Oh, he's not really black because he grew up in Canada, I grew up in Compton. Bro, you reducing blackness to Compton? Did you not know that black people fled America going to Canada to escape the iron tyranny of enslavement? And he ain't black. His daddy is black. He went to Memphis every summer. The Memphis Horns fill his music, the first albums Drake made. His grandmama babysat Aretha Franklin.
Really?
And his uncle is Larry Graham from Sly and the Family Stone. How much, what black card he got to show? And on his album Damn, that won the Pulitzer Prize, I like to remind the acolytes of Mr. Lamar that he says, I ain't black, don't call me black no more, because he was into black Hebrew stuff. And Drake said, light skin, but still a dark N-word. So I'm saying, that's your God?
In the aftermath of him making these comments, Jay apparently got on the phone and had a frank, thorough discussion with Dyson.
Some people think, well, it ain't that serious, and that's not what's going on. My job as a scholar is to show you that stuff you didn't think was that serious might be a bit more serious than you think. I could be wrong, just to be sure. So I don't say it with the kind of arrogance that some of my interlocutors on the internet have suggested. And let me tell you something. A very dear and good friend of mine disagrees with me bitterly. Well, I won't say bitterly, just aggressively and vigorously. His name is Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. Now, I don't usually talk about the conversations that Jay-Z and I have because that's between us. That's why we remain friends, because I ain't out here blabbing about what we talk about. But he hit me up and he vigorously disagreed with my particular position. He said it with dignity. He said it with respect. He articulated his ideal intelligently. I responded to him. We went back and forth for a minute, and I shared with him my essay, the 3,000 some word essay I wrote in the Philadelphia paper.
Right, he about to start backstepping after this. I think right after this he's gonna start backpedaling.
Where I break down what's going on between Kendrick and Drake, and he was respectful. What I love about Jay is that he's not arrogant, and he's got more reason to be arrogant than anybody we talking to, including myself, on this darn internet.
And in a testament to the power Sean Carter and Rock Nation has, it was just days before he backpedaled and apologized for even sharing that private discourse.
Why would he know that? Because he conducted one of the most famous rap battles in the history of the art form. And so I mischaracterized him. He said, it ain't that serious. He wasn't vigorously disagreeing with me. It's not like he called me and said that. And even on the text, he literally said, it's not that serious. So I want to apologize to him. And the reason I clarified my position in the first place is because he made that distinction between Trump and Kendrick that I wanted to make clear that I completely understood and did not intend. So God bless you all on this morning. Rest in peace, Reverend Jesse Jackson. Jay-Z, my sincerest apologies. Much love to you.
And because of how we know how Jay
Much
moved,
love to
people
you.
predicted exactly what was going to go down after the initial post. Apparently,
let's just hope that nigga don't end up dead or something.
Eric's gonna be making another apology video to Jay-Z soon, and a video of how a true fan he is. In every instance, it seems like Rock Nation wants everyone to fall in line, and one man who learned this is none other than independent rap mainstay Russ. Over the past while, Jay's company unveiled what was known as the Rock Nation Distribution Dashboard, designed to get their music out to 200 plus streaming services, while also managing their royalties. All artists currently signed to Rock Nation were folded into this system, complete with big promises to revolutionize the game as we know it. However, not everybody was sold on the concept, and it was promptly criticized by Russ for being nowhere near as revolutionary or artist friendly as they'd like to pretend. An 85-15 split to press upload is madness. Major labels take 15% distro off the top 2, so it seems like they just modeled the business off of that. If you're an artist, this makes no sense to sign up for, in my opinion. From there, he continued to break down exactly why the whole thing wasn't the answer that it was proposed as. Major label distribution comes bundled with major label services, a team, radio, marketing, global offices, sales teams, editorial leverage, etc. Rock Nation distro platform is a self-serve uploader with none of those services, and yet charging the same 15 major labels to do the economics doesn't make sense when the entire market norm is 0 to 10% and only charging percentage when they add services. Straight off the bat, not
Russ always be talking fast.
everyone agreed with him, with Simba suggesting it functioned as a scouting program more than your average distribution platform.
But he broke down everything for me, and what he told me is this is not just a distribution service, it's a pool to find superstars, right? So what they're looking for is they hired a team. They have teams of people that's sitting there looking for whatever's gaining traction, right? They have a whole staff of people that they hired that's sitting there watching. This is getting views, this is getting views, this is increasing, this is increasing. Who's this artist? We should contact them. This is a 24/7 thing that they're doing. Russ is saying, I don't believe in that, right? In the same way Russ will say that's kind of like upselling people, someone like Rock Nation could say, well, TuneCore is kind of doing a similar thing because you can upload music to TuneCore for like $20 or whatever it may be, but then they might tell you got to spend an extra $100 to get this campaign.
Later, Russ essentially tried to downplay the issue, claiming that the reservations he had weren't as serious as they made it out to be.
With Rock Nation, it wasn't a knock at Rock Nation or Jay-Z. It was just, look, this is a self-uploading distro service. That's it. And there's a million of these, and it's all the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's places where you can do it and keep 100%. So why would you give 15? Yeah, but it's Rock Nation. It's like, what do you think? You're going to get a Jay-Z feature tomorrow? Like, are you fucking slow? What are you talking about?
Half the time, the people that own the label don't even see that. They have a whole team that runs the distro.
It's not even, what's crazy, it's not even like a Empire distribution or something like that.
Right.
It's literally TuneCore and DistroKid.
Yeah.
But just under the umbrella of Rock Nation, so it's like sexier.
Yeah.
You think that, well, shit though, like, I bet you I'm gonna go to the brunch though.
But it's clear that he had his wings clipped.
Nigga said, I bet y'all don't go to the brunch though.
Shit though, like, I bet you I'm gonna go to the brunch though.
But it's clear that he had his wings clipped a little, with Russ revealing that he'd been reached out to by journalist and Rock Nation mouthpiece Brian B. Miller to walk back his comments.
Did they respond to you saying anything?
Not directly.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get invited to the Rock Nation
Not
brunch.
directly. No, but it's cool, man. There's I'm cool with B. You know.
Yeah.
And sometimes Jay-Z will like send him messages to tell me. That's happened like 4 or 5 times.
Oh shit!
I'll be all right. Well, just tell him that. Can you give him my number? I'm happy to talk.
We can clear this up right now.
But it's always like it's always been super respectful, like mutually. You know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
So he knows after I told B. like it wasn't some knock on you. It was like just talking about the economics of the deal.
Of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Although it can be a bitter pill to swallow, there are clear reasons why most people will ease up when it comes to dealing with The Rock. Because when all else fails, they will hit the critics where it hurts, their pockets. Recently, Rock Nation affiliated lawyer Marcy Croft is suing Tony Busby of defamation for $25 million. Yet, while this could easily be a squabble between two legal minds, it seems to be no coincidence the man spearheading lawsuits against Jay-Z following Diddy's downfall is now looking at a major settlement. Then there's Desiree Perez's daughter, Demorie Hadley. Amid a major issue between the two, Demorie claims her mom used unlawful means to have her falsely detained under Florida's Baker Act and Marchman Act. She claimed that the CEO employed her money, power, and influence to tear apart Hadley and her husband Javon, creating an enterprise of individuals to effectuate her plot, to essentially try to separate me from my husband and to falsely accuse him of domestic violence. But as expected, Rock Nation had a plan to combat it, and following Demorie taking part in an interview with Tasha K, they claimed that the daughter affirmatively violated the court's special order, and publicized an interview she gave out about this case to further influence public perception. Basically, it appears that they will do anything to get their intended outcome, and in the eyes of the recently deposed Aiden Ross, they're getting paid handsomely to do so.
Let's talk about my deposition today, okay? I had a deposition. I do want to make it very clear to you guys, I stood my ground a little bit. I did get bitched as well. Very scared of these little Rock Nation guys, right? But, dude, these guys are making a bag, bro. Yo, listen, guys. Bro, these Rock Nation lawyers, bro, they're getting paid a bag. very big bag. Very big bag. Like, yo, bro. Like, in my opinion, I feel like they're getting like at least $20K an hour. Oh, nah.
Aiden's run-in with the lawyers was in relation to Megan Thee Stallion, and similarly to the streamer, Academics also feels they're playing dirty. In both occasions, these depositions were supposed to be centered on the case of Milagro Grams, a gossip blogger who was being sued by Megan Thee Stallion's team for defamation. But in Act's mind, it actually was enlisted to target a whole bunch of other enemies. Just did my second Rock Nation Megan Thee Stallion deposition, he tweeted today. That law firm was wasting Jay-Z money. This time they tried to act right. No more Nicki and Drake questions. Shout out to the Jersey federal judge, keeping Rock Nation in line. They're harassing real dudes. I believe Nicki. There is no way that they think they're getting millions from Milagro, he continues. So why spend hundreds of thousands to ask stupid questions about other people? My thought, they got a multi-million budget for attorneys to bully anybody who speaks against them to try to silence them. Rock Nation and Meg had to spend over $150,000 on all the deposition shit with me. They got 10 lawyers on there watching, taking notes the first time, and don't want to talk about Milagro or Meg, lol. They wanted Drake and Nicki, lol. Who funding this? Math ain't making sense. Try as they might, the negative publicity and controversy swirling around The Rock just keeps coming, as they're even fighting in their sports endeavors too. Recently, they announced that they'd signed RB Leipzig's new soccer prospect, Jan Jamande, only for another company to claim that they renewed their contract with the player on January 1st, and later released a statement insisting that he remains contractually bound to them. At the moment, people are also digging deep into their connections to Live Nation, a company which is coming under heavy fire at the moment from the DOJ. It's long been suspected that they are essentially rinsing fans, and recent documents unsealed in the lawsuit has revealed the extent of the greed, with executives laughing about $50 charges for parking in the grass, and $60 for closer grass, alongside claiming that concert goers are stupid. Despite...
You said what? The breathing in the background is crazy? Well, is that me?
Jay-Z's $200 million ties to the company, Rock Nation is unlikely to condemn this, and will instead just try and put up as much distance between them and the scandal as possible. With so much controversy surrounding the label, talk has turned to what they'll do about it from here on out. And at the moment, people like Academics think that the impending new album is a smokescreen, with other gestures likely to be thrown in to aid in pushing all the controversy aside.
I'm gonna watch this cycle because this is gonna be the cycle that shows how quickly they could get you to move on if they just throw some music in your face and throw like a big presentation. Man, fuck all them questions you asking. Let me perform Dead Presidents. I want to see if it happens again. This will be an amazing spectacle, and I want to.
Isn't that music? That's not music. I thought it was music.
See how it. So.
Oh, I heard it.
You know, already it's happening. I'll let you know it's happening. You're gonna hear some big announcements soon, y'all. Oh, hey, we're donating this, and there's gonna be a donation too. I'm telling you this. We're donating this. We're doing this for charity. You gotta make it the Trojan horse thing. You can't look a gift horse in its mouth. They're gonna be enamored with, oh my God, look at this guy. He's so powerful. Look, he used AI to recreate Reasonable Doubt. Look, there's a movie. There's this. Watch.
However they choose to move from here, it's obvious that Rock Nation has a reputational issue that makes people willing to assume the worst about how they move. And if they're not careful, that can be good for their future prospects in entertainment, business, or anywhere in between. It's your boy Luesta, and I'll see you on the next one.
That was a dope video, man. Shout out to Luesta, bro. Let's see, he be coming with them bangers for real. Shout out to my nigga Luesta. Yeah, he be coming with them bangers. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, how I feel about it, yeah, Rock Nation, they might be janky, man. I fuck with Jay, but come on, man. We can't ignore what's kind of obvious out here sometimes. You know what I mean? J. Cole takes back his claims as best rapper alive. Didn't mention Ye. Ye, he didn't even talk about Ye at all. He didn't talk about Ye. Shout out to Ye though. Ye just dropped some new shit, new music. What's this? The Dark Life of a One-Hit Wonder. What's this about?
These artists thought that one-hit record would change their lives for the better. Little did they know, it would actually make their lives much harder. The music industry is brutal, and hit songs create expectations that most artists can never live up to. So today we're going to look at the dark reality of going from a nobody to world famous overnight, and how almost all of them ended in disaster. Starting with Gautier, who went from Billboard #1 to somebody that you used to know. During a hiatus with
Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
his indie pop band, The Basics, Australian songwriter Gautier began working on his third solo album, Making Mirrors. The second lead single, Somebody That I Used to Know, was entirely written and produced by Gautier in his parents' barn. After singer Kimbra laid down the second verse, Gautier knew the song had a lot of potential, but he never could have predicted that he was sitting on a global hit. In the music video, they stand in front of a flat background while their bodies are slowly painted to blend into a geometric mural behind them, like camouflage. The subtle nudity along with the simple yet striking visual caused the video to soar into the YouTube algorithm in 2011, quickly becoming the third most liked YouTube video of all time. However, almost immediately you could see that Gautier could care less about the superficial numbers associated with his song.
Who really likes things like, on Facebook or YouTube? Like, people go on about likes and stuff. It's such a cursory thing, I think. Maybe it means more to people who are 5 years plus younger than I am, but I'm kind of like, I've never liked something that I've actually genuinely liked. I've just actually liked it and talked to my friends about it, or maybe kept it in mind. I haven't kind of gone like.
Right.
It's like I actually don't put any sort of stock in it, really. I mean, I don't know.
Due to countless YouTubers making parody remixes of the track, along with it becoming somewhat of a viral meme, Somebody That I Used to Know topped the charts in more than 20 countries. It held the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 for 8 weeks. The song sold over 13 million copies globally, and it is certified
13 million copies globally.
platinum in over 10 countries.
14 million.
Becoming one of the best-selling digital singles ever. And that all led to the 55th Grammy Awards, where they won Record of the Year and Best Pop Duo/Group Performance. The YouTube video, now having over 2.6 billion views, could have earned over $10 million in ad revenue, but he chose not to monetize the video.
What the What?
I'm not interested in selling my music. That's the reason I don't put ads on my YouTube channel, which seems strange to people in today's climate, but that is a decision you can make. Gautier's modesty was almost entirely...
Bruh. What? He could have made $10 million from that song. That's crazy.
Unheard of in the music industry. He even admitted he was already growing tired of his song. He said, "Sometimes I feel like I'm a bit sick of it. It had an energy that wasn't like anything I've put out before. I don't really feel like it belongs to me anymore. Everybody else kind of owns it now, especially with there being so many cover versions and parodies." He acknowledged that his song was overplayed and saturated to the point of absurdity, where I feel it's an annoying presence in people's lives that they would prefer not to have.
Fuck out of here. That song is fire.
However, when he spoke in interviews, he tried to hide his growing contempt for the song.
Are you sick of hearing your own song?
Sometimes it's weird hearing it come on, in different places, like especially lots of places in a row, in public places. But I don't know. Maybe I haven't heard it that much. I don't get the feeling I've heard it as much as some people have heard it. For instance, in places in the United States where obviously they're so sick of it, they feel compelled to tell me how sick of it they are.
You could feel he wanted to be honest about his love-hate relationship with the fame and attention.
Are you comfortable with all the eyes on you?
I don't know. I think I go back and forth, I guess. Maybe anxious at times, or overwhelmed by it, or not sure how to process it. And sometimes, like say doing big shows or meeting a bunch of people, there might have been different times where that would have been overwhelming.
When asked if he could produce another hit song, Gautier replied, "I don't know. Time will tell. I don't know whether I can or whether I want to." We would later find out that he just simply did not want to, because in 2014 he published a newsletter that stated, "New Gautier music. There will be no new Gautier music." Wait, maybe there will be. I'm not entirely sure right now. There are many contingencies. This is pretty much the exact opposite of what an emerging artist would do after they had a huge hit song. But he made it clear that he wasn't aiming for global pop stardom. He said, "I would take a sort of perverse pleasure in a certain part of the public thinking of me as a one-hit wonder."
They really do leave after they've heard the hit song.
Especially in America. I really wish I'd decided at some point. I really did want to do a show where I just played that one song 20 times in a row, just without flinching.
Instead of capitalizing on his fame, Gaultier returned to his roots and rejoined his old band with his buddies, The Basics. Since then, the band has released 2 studio albums, The Age of Entitlement in 2015 and Basic in 2019, while continuing to perform for small crowds regularly throughout Australia. He also formed an ensemble called the Ondioline Orchestra to celebrate and revive the rare early electronic instrument, the ondioline. The group debuted in 2016 with a tribute concert honoring electronic music producer Jean-Jacques
his name is Gaultier
Perry shortly after his passing, and have since performed at festivals and concerts dedicated to the history of electronic music. Gaultier today spends his days collecting vintage music instruments and creating whatever he wants, whenever he wants, because he refused to sell his soul to the music industry. Wanting to remove yourself from this industry is common for one-hit wonders, just like I Love McConan, but fans were shocked to see him working as a cook at a local restaurant, considering he had a massive song with Drake in the 2010s. I Love McConan started as a relatively unknown artist to the public, but was well connected in the Atlanta hip-hop scene, with ties to massive producers like Mike Will Made It, Metro Boomin, Sunny Digital, and 808 Mafia. In the summer of 2014, he released a self-titled EP, which included Got the Club Going Up on a Tuesday. After Miley Cyrus posted his track on Instagram, McConan saw a flood of new listeners. Then popular music blogs were including his music on their staff picks for the week lists, describing McConan's voice as incredible. From there, Sunny Digital, who was the esteemed trap producer who made the beat for Tuesday, got a text from Drake.
I just hit him back, and it was him. He just asked him if he can get on the song with you. So, and I'm like, man, I don't know why you asking me for. Like, call you right back. Let me call McConan right quick and see what's up, man. You know, McConan is like,
crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not even the question.
McConan didn't even think twice, and was excited for Drake to jump.
Do we know if the last dude got millies? Do we know if he got millies, bro? I don't know.
On the remix. On September 1st, 2014, they released the song and it launched up to number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100. McConan then signed to Drake's label, OVO Sound, and immediately released his debut album. Being a new rapper with a hit song that featured Drake was a one-way ticket to superstardom. However, for McConan, it was all downhill from here. McConan had a few singles after Tuesday that were doing well online and making the rounds in clubs.
Pause. Now knowing that he's... This picture right here is crazy. Now knowing that he's... You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Funny with the fibula. A little wrist bendy. Now that we know that, this picture right here looks crazy. Pause.
A few singles after Tuesday that were doing well online and making the rounds in clubs, such as I Don't Sell Molly No More and I Like To. But then some of his old tweets resurfaced that would sour the relationship between him and Drake. Tweets where McConan called Drake corny and criticized anyone who was a fan of his music. McConan claimed he was simply young, online, and saying wild stuff just to get attention, to get a reaction. As if that wasn't bad enough, 2 months later, McConan claims his Twitter was hacked, where someone made a handful of disparaging tweets, including one that read, F Drake and F OVO for getting on Fetty Wap's remix and leaving me in the cold.
When all that stuff happened with your Twitter account getting hacked, did that stress your relationship with Rihanna and Drake, the OVO camp? Because I know a lot of people was trying to say, oh, he's about to get dropped from OVO. Everybody's cool.
Yeah, it's just hackers.
It's just hackers.
You know, it's just the internet. I don't know.
However, just a few weeks after this interview, McConan would start to realize that Drake may not have believed that those tweets were sent by hackers. McConan was supposed to perform with Drake at the 2015 Wireless Festival, but could feel tension between them.
But that's when I knew something was weird. Because when I came out on set, you know, everybody was kind of like, And I started losing weight too, right? Drake had like made a little joke, like, oh, you little Eric Benet looking at me, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like, haha. And then, like, I just started to feel this vibe, like a little, you know what I mean? Something was said about me, but we not, I don't know. So I'm like, okay. And so then when we go out to do the song, I'm just doing the hook, and I was supposed to go into my verse, they just cut it. And I was like, okay, thanks. You know what I mean? And I just got off stage. But I was like, this is crazy. Like, the crowd is going crazy right now. They with me, like they ready to hear, you know what I'm saying, I was working on it, and they just shut it off, and I was like, all right. So then I left that, and then it just started, you know, it was just like, this is getting weird.
And by the end of 2015, he couldn't hold his tongue anymore. In an interview, he said that OVO delayed the release of tracks from his second album, saying that he submitted the songs to the label in January to be released for the summer, but they were never released. When he asked whether he still spoke to Drake, he said, here and there, by the time this comes out, I'll probably see him 6 more times, or no more times. I don't know. now. 4 months later, McConan parted ways with Drake's label OVO Sound, and then proceeded to drop one of the worst freestyles of all time on the Tim Westwood radio show, which coincidentally was him rapping over 3 different Drake beats.
Heard the label said they gon' put the kid on the shelf. That's a motherfucking joke. Boy, don't make me choke. I could freestyle all day and a nigga will not choke.
Not only was the freestyle bad, but many interpreted it as him dissing Drake. And as a result, at the 2016 VMAs after party in a New York City nightclub, Drake allegedly threatened McConan.
And so then Drake looked at me. I was like, Drake, what's up? And then he looked at me like, nigga, next time I see you, I'm gonna f you up for talking shit. Whole security, everybody looking like, you know what I mean? They seeing Drake is like disgruntled. He about to, so they all looking like, what's the target? And they see McConan and they're like, huh? Everybody just kind of look confused. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? That ain't no muscle to go and beat down type shit. Like, you know, bro, look, chill. So they just kind of walked on. And then, you know, I just felt like a lot of, you know, like weird, because Rihanna kind of looked at me and was like, what the f? Like, nigga, this is my night up in this, what the f y'all doing? And I was.
Pause. You said more like gagging, not choking.
It's like, look, I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here.
It was clear that any connection or relationship with Drake was fully destroyed, so McConan decided to just focus on being the most honest version of himself. In 2017, McConan publicly came out as gay, and many speculated that his sexuality played a role in his downfall. He said that previous collaborators wouldn't work with him anymore, and hip-hop's long history of homophobia prevented him from thriving in the industry. Since leaving OVO, he has released several EPs, mixtapes, and 3 studio albums, including a collaborative album with Lil Peep called Diamonds, released in 2023 after Peep's death. He also co-wrote Lil Peep and XXXTentacion's posthumous collaboration, Falling Down. Till this day, McConan is still releasing music consistently, but if I'm gonna be honest, it's just bad. He had a sound that worked in 2014, but 12 years later, he hasn't evolved much. Recently, he went viral after he posted a video of himself working in a restaurant kitchen.
All these people out here working, getting this money. You know what I'm saying? If you need me to come guest chef at your motherfucking spot, holla at me.
Zest. There's a lot of testosterone in this man's blood. A lot of testosterone in this man's blood.
You know what I'm saying? If you need me to come guest chef at your motherfucking spot, holla at me. Let me know what city I'm coming through, hooking up. We got the smash burgers going off tonight.
The internet rushed to tell the story of a fallen rapper who is now working a 9-to-5. But the true story was that a fire had devastated Portland's Burn Money Studios, a hub for local artists where McConan worked, stored merch, and created art. His kitchen shift was a part of a fundraiser to help his community rebuild what they lost. But even if he was working a regular job, there's absolutely no shame in that. These days, McConan says he wants out of the music business. I never chased a recording career. Music was a way out, but once I saw the politics, the egos, and the fake-ish, I knew this wasn't for me. Respectfully, I want to remove myself. Whether it was self-sabotage, making mediocre music, or a closed-minded industry, the reason behind McConan's downfall is not exactly clear, unlike Designer, who had one very specific and disturbing incident on a plane involving the FBI that changed his career forever. On December 15th, 2015, just before the peak of the infamous SoundCloud rap era, Designer released Panda on SoundCloud, rapidly gaining millions of streams on the site. The immediate success of Panda led to an all-out bidding war to sign him, with 11 different record labels submitting offers to sign Designer. He ultimately ended up going with Kanye West's record label, Good Music, even though they weren't necessarily offering the most money.
I ain't kid, I ain't have all the money. I just wanted to make the best out of the movement. And that's what got that diamond, because I never seen it for the cash. You feel what I'm saying? I just wanted to be able to create a movement where I could be able to jump on stage and make people mosh pit, feel good, inspire others, tap in, help communities, and really do this shit how I wanted to do it.
That same month, Panda would be re-released under the imprint. Designer would also be featured on Kanye's album Life of Pablo, once on Part 2, which included a sample of Panda, and again on Freestyle 4. With the newfound notoriety and a major cosign from Ye, Panda reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and would eventually become 5 times platinum. You absolutely could not escape this song. It was playing on the radio every hour for months straight. At first, many hip-hop fans, including myself, thought it was a song by the rapper Future, but once they got to know Designer through interviews and social media, his personality was infectious.
Hey, I'm doing great, I'm feeling good, I hold the mic for you if you want me to.
No, I can hold it, no problem. It's your night, I'll just sit here.
How do you feel being here tonight? Bro, I feel good, man. Counting my blessings, man. Here with my family, with my moms and my pops out tonight. About to see my man Kanye go up there for minutes. I've been nominated for 2 awards. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, get it on.
His momentum trickled over into his debut mixtape, New English, which peaked at number 22 on the Billboard 200. From there, Designer was featured in the iconic 2016 XXL freshman class, where his freestyle went viral and would end up being released as his next major single called Timmy Turner. But this is where everything started going wrong. Designer and 4 other people were arrested on September 8th, 2016 following a road rage incident in New York City that allegedly ended with the rapper pointing a gun at the occupants of another vehicle. The NYPD confirmed that officers searched the SUV and initially reported finding a large quantity of Oxycontin and various other prescription pills. Designer was taken into custody and faced serious charges including criminal possession of a weapon and criminal possession of a controlled substance, but he would later be released, seemingly unfazed by it all.
They try to keep me in there, you feel me? But when you're doing right, you feel me, and keeping it positive, they can't lock you down.
You think you were getting set up, man?
2 days later, prosecutors dropped the felony gun charge. On the other hand, the pills were later identified as anabolic steroids belonging to the driver, Scott Siegel. Although the rapper managed to avoid serious jail time, he had a difficult time replicating the success he had with Panda, and that is likely due to his new music sounding exactly like every other standard trap song made for the past 10 years, all while his vocal delivery sounded just like Future. By 2018, Designer's hype had already died down, which meant the release of his debut EP, LOD, went unnoticed, peaking at number 161 on the Billboard 200. From there, the rapper pretty much fell into obscurity and wouldn't make headlines until he parted ways with Good Music in 2019. He never even released a full studio album with the label, but he said the reason behind the fallout was that he was going through family struggles and wasn't able to talk to Kanye about it.
Because the reason why I left, yeah, it's because, you know, I was going through like a little mental thing. I was coming up out of high school. My pops just went in a coma. While I was on tour, I was having a great time, but I just knew something at home was happening with my mom and my, you know what I mean, my pop's health and shit. Like, so it was just like, you know what I mean, I wanted Ye to talk to, and it was hard to speak on it, you know what I'm saying?
Since leaving Good Music, Designer has dropped several singles and EPs independently, essentially going back to being an underground artist despite once being viewed as one of hip-hop's most promising breakout stars. But hip-hop fans would constantly troll him online saying that he fell off.
Nobody that's doing this shit for me, bro. Like, I signed to Kanye West, the biggest nigga. That nigga scored in the world. Y'all niggas think he's the genius. Y'all niggas think all that nigga shit. Well, to me, nigga, that nigga's crazy, nigga. I've been doing shit by myself. To me, nigga, I brought good music back, nigga. And everybody know that, nigga. So what y'all talking about? I fell off, nigga. I only dropped 2 mixtapes, bro. Y'all people was mad ungrateful. Y'all ungrateful for the music I gave y'all.
When he found out about the killing of Migos rapper Takeoff, which happened shortly after the murder of Designer's friend and rapper P&B Rock, he broke down on Instagram Live.
Why? Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Why do we do it? I swear to God, this shit ain't nothing. I'm done rap. I'm done rap. This version of me is done. It's done. It's done. That's a Takeoff, bro.
It appeared that Designer's mental health was at an all-time low, but we found out how grim it really was on April 17th, 2023, when he exposed his private parts while traveling first class on a Delta airplane from Tokyo to Minneapolis. CBS reported that he was gooning in his seat as well. He would be moved to the back of the plane and monitored by 2 traveling companions. Once the plane landed, Designer was interviewed by an FBI agent and later charged with indecent exposure, a federal misdemeanor offense since the incident took place on an international flight. Shortly after, he released a public statement apologizing for his behavior.
Yeah, man, I messed up, man. I wasn't supposed to do that, man. Word.
He later pled guilty to the indecent exposure charge and was sentenced to probation and ordered to complete community service and mental health treatment, avoiding jail time once again.
Was it like you thought that it was funny, or was it more something where like you were just fully like tweaked out of your mind and you just didn't know what you were doing?
Yeah, didn't know what I was doing. I was fully tweaked out of my mind. This is when I was vegan. I didn't have enough sugars, and yeah, so it was like I was kind of like out of my body. It really wasn't like who my character was.
Nigga said I was vegan. I didn't have enough sugars. Nah, nigga, you was popping them motherfucking beans. What you was popping? You popped something, nigga.
And it's just like, word, bro. I was on medication. I took medication and
now we know.
Just went to sleep.
We know.
Now this was a pretty serious crime, something that could have easily got him sex offender status, but Designer has tried to dissuade anyone from thinking those were his intentions.
Thinking like, damn, I hope nobody thinks I'm a pervert or anything. Like, that's not what I'm all about, you feel me? I'm all about just like love and just like keeping things going and stuff.
He was open about the fact that he went to a mental health facility and has been on medication since then. Fans wrote he aged 20 years after the incident. Dude's on all the
Yo, the fact that he said vegan and all of that shit before he tried to mention the Molly, like, stop, come on, man.
The psych meds. And just last week, Designer was arrested again on charges of third-degree domestic assault. In his mugshot, he looks completely unrecognizable to the smiling superstar we once knew. It's evident that the pressure of being a mainstream artist was just too much for Designer to handle, as it's evident that the completely unrecognizable.
That is crazy. He do look unrecognizable
to the smiling superstar we once knew. It's evident that the pressure of being a mainstream artist was just too much for Designer to handle, as this industry often chews up and spits out those who rapidly ascend to fame. Lucky for him, he is still able to survive off the money he made from his hit song. The same thing cannot be said for Kevin McCall, who had a hit song alongside Chris Brown, never made any money from it, and recently broke down in tears revealing he was on government assistance. While Kevin K-Mac McCall is mostly known for his appearance on Chris Brown's hit single Deuces, he has had a long career behind the scenes as a songwriter. In the 2000s, he signed with Chris Brown Entertainment under Interscope Records before working on half of Brown's 2016 mixtape In My Zone. K-Mac played a significant part in helping Brown find his sound after the critical and commercial failure of Graffiti, which was Chris Brown's comeback album following the domestic violence case with Rihanna. McCall also earned credits as a songwriter on nearly every track in Brown's In My Zone 2. Working under CB opened up doors for him to work with Kanye West, Justin Bieber, Gucci Mane, Drake, and others. However, Kevin's most memorable work came on Brown's fourth studio album, Fame. He worked on hits like She Ain't You, Wet the Bed, and Yeah x3, the latter of which peaked at number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100. At a time when people questioned whether or not Chris Brown's career could recover, the album's success helped him dominate radio stations worldwide, and K-Mac is largely responsible for that success. Fame debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and received 3 Grammy Award nominations, winning Best R&B Album. But originally, Kevin said that the song Deuces was not supposed to be on the album.
It was my song. It was a separate package from the whole thing. It's like, here's your 10 songs. Oh, and guess what? Listen to this in the car. He was listening to it the whole week. And he's like, nah, I need that song. I need that song.
Okay.
No, I need to come out. I'm an artist. I'm not a producer. I'm not a writer. I'm not a writer or a producer. I'm just me. And I give away a lot of my stuff. So that's how I became writer.
K-Mac ultimately decided to give the song to Chris after they agreed that Kevin would be listed as a featured artist. Deuces would end up being the album's top performing single, reaching number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 and putting Kevin McCall in the spotlight. He claims he never got paid for the song, but kept working with Chris Brown because ultimately it was good for his career. He was featured.
How could you never get paid for that song? Come on, man.
Featured on a song called No BS and Strip, which peaked at number 37 and was certified platinum. After that, he and Chris went their separate ways, ending a nearly decade-long partnership. Their apparent feud spilled into the public eye in March 2016 when McCall wrote on Twitter, "We need to sit down and handle this business. I tried the adult business route. I feel my kindness is being taken for weakness." On multiple occasions in his Vlad TV interview, McCall hinted that he was not afraid to get physical.
I'm a very real person. A lot of people can't take that. A lot of people around him was fake ass niggas. I didn't want to f them up, so I just wouldn't be around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I'm talking to. And so he decided to call me on the phone and tell me how much.
Look. You saw that nigga threw up that crib.
So he decided to call me on the phone and tell me how much of a bad look, but he didn't tell me in a professional way. So I had to, check him and let him know, don't ever talk to me like that again, or we'll have a conversation when you see me in person.
Brown responded on social media, accusing McCall of being ungrateful before threatening to beat him up. "You won't be able to walk, let alone sing again." Chris continued to post videos online where he repeatedly mocked Kevin.
"Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I was thinking about giving you this, but I bought this with your money too. I bought that with your money. That's the only one on the West Coast. Oh, I bought that one with your money too.
In response, K-Mac dropped a diss track titled Beirucci in reference to Chris's ex-girlfriend Karrueche Tran. Then, in 2018, media outlets reported that Kevin was shot and rumors circulated that someone in Brown's circle was responsible. However, McCall clarified, Chris Brown and his seed would be in a casket if he had anything to do with me being shot.
Shit.
Their feud would eventually cool off, but Kevin McCall never found remotely any success as an individual artist, mostly because he had only released a handful of singles in the last decade. He almost entirely faded into obscurity until October 2025 when he appeared on the Back on Fig podcast, where he explained that not getting paid from Chris Brown left him flat broke.
I can't even fight the Chris Brown shit. I got all type. I didn't get paid for Look at Me Now. I wrote on that. I wrote a whole verse, then Busta Rhymes cut the verse off, but I still did this part. What was we talking about? I need that bread.
From there, he broke down in tears about his financial struggles, even holding up his government assistance card on camera.
Why the I got an EBT card, and this nigga is at Breezy Bro and made 90 whatever the million, and it say KKKKK Mac. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like what the bro? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all niggas want to see a nigga cry on here, so y'all can think I'm a bro. That shit ain't fair, nigga.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
Hey.
That's why.
Hey, look, bro.
I'm down, bro.
I'm on EBT, smack, look.
Nah, look at this shit.
Name, bro. That shit is better. I had to go up in that motherfucker and hide my face with a mask.
Chris Brown had his
Niggas wouldn't even recognize your dumb ass, nigga.
zero empathy for K.
Niggas wouldn't even recognize your dumb ass if you walked in there with no mask. Remember this guy? You can't walk around a burnt bridge. And you know what's funnier than a troll or broke
Mac posting to Instagram, you can't walk across a burnt bridge. You know what's funnier than a troll? A broke one. But at least Kevin McCall is still here and has a platform to tell his story, because others are not as fortunate. Like Cali Swag District, who made one of the most iconic dance hits of the 2010s, but didn't have a fair shot at a career because two of their members suddenly died. Hip-hop has had countless popular dance trends throughout the years, from the Running Man and the Cabbage Patch in the 80s, to the Tootsie Roll and the Harlem Shake in the 90s, to Dem Franchise Boys' Lean With It, Rock With It, and Soulja Boy's Crank That in the 2000s. The 2010s kicked off strong when Cali Swag District, fresh off signing with Capitol Records, released their debut single, Teach Me How to Dougie. Despite only peaking at number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100, nobody would argue against this song being a hit, as it is still being played at school dances, parties, and weddings till this day. While the group didn't invent the Dougie because it originated in Dallas, Texas in the early 2000s, they're credited with popularizing it worldwide. And when the song blew up, everybody was hitting the Dougie, including A-list celebrities and athletes. The group attempted to build on their buzz with two more singles, Where You Are and Kickback, though they didn't perform as well. However, nothing would be the same after the night of May 15th, 2011, when Monte M-Bone Talbert was sitting in the passenger seat of a parked car outside of a liquor store in Inglewood. According to investigators, a gunman in a separate vehicle pulled up and opened fire before speeding away.
So when I go up to the window, I'm talking to him. I'm like, boom. He ain't say nothing. His head is laying on the back of the seat, like, and bro not moving. I say his name again. I'm like, boom, move, get up. And then I seen blood come out, bro, ear. That's when I lost it.
M-Bone was pronounced dead at the hospital. The group's manager, Greg Miller, said, "What makes this especially sad is that none of the guys have ever been involved in any type of gang activity. Weeks after his death, authorities were still struggling to identify a suspect or determine a motive. Still, the Inglewood Police Department didn't consider the shooting a gang hit. Some locals suspected the killer might have just been jealous of Talbert's success. The sentiment was shared at his funeral. I think he wanted to be known as the person who took M-Bone out." What was particularly sad was that M-Bone was the most prolific dancer of the group. He outshined everyone. So without him, the group lost a major piece of their identity. To make things worse, their business was struggling as well. Cali Swag District was signed to Capitol Records, however their parent company, EMI, ceased to exist as an independent major label after being broken apart and sold. The company had been struggling financially for years and was taken over by Citigroup in 2011 due to debt. Citigroup then sold EMI in pieces. Its recorded music division was acquired by Universal Music Group. When Universal took over, they went through the roster and prioritized the artists bringing in the most money, meaning a lot of smaller acts ended up getting dropped, getting shelved, or just not promoted the same way anymore. The group's debut album was continually delayed as a result of the merger. Cali Swag District eventually requested to be released from their contract with Capitol. Soon after, they found a home with Sphinx Music Entertainment / 319 Music Group before releasing The Kickback on July 12, 2011. But the tragedy of M-Bone's death and constant delays meant the album ended up flying under the radar. Plus, when your hit song is a dance record, it can become a trap. The song spreads because it's simple, catchy, and tied to a specific moment, but that same formula makes it hard to repeat. Fans don't connect with the artists, they connect with the dance. And the problem is that once the dance is no longer trendy, the artists lose all their attention. And before the group could redefine themselves or regain their momentum, another member,
I don't recognize
Karan J.R. Childs, died on June 6, 2014 at just 25 years old. J.R. had been living with sickle cell anemia, a genetic blood disorder that affects the shape of red blood cells, which carry oxygen to all parts of the body. In early June of 2014, he was admitted to the hospital after becoming ill. From there, he went into cardiac arrest and passed away. The two surviving members decided that they can't exactly pursue Cali Swag District as a duo. While Smooth the General appears to have stepped away from the spotlight, OFB Young has stayed active as a solo artist, continuing to release singles to this day.
I never got over it. You know what I'm saying? I just know that I got to keep their name alive. If I don't do it, of course, the song gonna live forever, but you know, who gonna tell the story?
And sadly, this isn't exclusive to musicians. Viral fame destroys people in every corner of the entertainment industry. So if you want to see how even bigger internet stars completely collapsed after their 15 minutes of fame, check out this video.
These niggas' tattoos is just stupid as shit. Like, these tattoos is dumb. So what's this, man? U.S. Special Agent spots armed robbery gang.
What follows is extremely rare body cam involving a U.S. Federal Border Patrol agent, an armed robbery by a suspect wanted by the FBI, and an intense pursuit of suspects involving shots fired. On July 27, 2022, at a Lowe's home improvement store in Las Cruces, New Mexico, CCTV captured two masked men walking into the store pushing a cart. Right behind them was an off-duty Border Patrol agent who happened to be shopping at the same time. A few moments later, the two men were seen walking towards the self-checkout with a portable air conditioner when an employee asked for their receipt. The men ignored him and continued pushing the item towards the exit, prompting other store employees to follow the two shoplifters. As the situation had now escalated, the men exit the store with the item, and as store employees try to stop them, one of the men pulls out a gun and points it at the employees before walking away. Unfortunately for the shoplifters, the off-duty agent witnessed what unfolded at the exit and began tailing the men on foot outside the store. The men are captured in the parking lot, walking towards their vehicle, a maroon-colored Chevy Tahoe, followed by the agent, who pulls out his phone to take a picture of it and call 911. The men loaded the car with the item and immediately sped off. 5 minutes later, officers located the vehicle just 1 mile east of the Lowe's.
Direction of travel was, I believe, southbound on Tribby, headed towards the Coles from Lowe's on Tribby.
Unlucky for them.
4 units authorized and 2 K9 units authorized.
Copy, coming to Tribby.
Oh shit.
Turn south on Joshua.
962 Central, 44.
Copy, 44.
Who
called us?
Let me get my manager, okay? What's your 2962?
Just at Spruce and South Shore.
Copy, Spruce and South Shore.
Hello. Hey, are you the manager?
Yes, sir. I'm the manager here.
Were you the witness, or do you know what happened?
Yeah, I was a witness. I have a federal agent right here, too.
Okay.
What way you facing? The vehicle continues.
It's in front of Dick's and South Shore.
Copy, vehicles in front of Dick's on South Shore.
Okay, we have a supervised the vehicle. What did they pull a gun on you guys? Okay, did you want to pursue charges? Okay, because I need a definite because we are chasing a vehicle right now. Okay, so I need to make sure that we're good.
He's on the wrong side of traffic in front of Canes.
Copy, wrong way traffic in front of Canes.
Now he's by the parking lot of Red Lobster.
That Tahoe a big ride. Hell
Nacho
yeah.
southbound.
Tahoe is a big bitch for sure. Like, it ain't going that fast either.
Copy, Nacho southbound.
He pulled the gun out. Nacho southbound. Pulled it back out again out there when I was following them to get the license plate.
You all felt threatened by this? I assume, I know this sounds stupid, but I have to confirm legal reasons you felt threatened by this, right? You did feel threatened by this?
Oh yes, he pulled it out both times over there and here.
The Lowe's employees did feel threatened by it, and they do want to pursue.
Sorry for units on the Lowe's. The Lowe's employees did feel threatened by it, and they do want to pursue.
He's gonna be in the parking lot of Hooters going back onto Telstra. Nacho.
Copy, parking lot of Hooters headed back to Telstra for Nacho.
Yeah, we're on a pursuit with it right now. So, how you doing, Potus?
Who had the gun pointed at? Well, when he got here, his feet were right there. He went like this and pulled the gun out, and then he put it in. He went out there, and then the officer went out too, and he pulled the gun out him too.
Okay, so the officer in the black shirt?
Yes, sir.
He's a border patrol agent.
Border patrol agent.
Okay. I'm going to start this. Do you have an ID with you, sir? Yes, sir. And how many people were there?
Two guys.
Two guys?
And then they got in here, put it here. We would help them put it in the car. Doesn't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
They go over there, they start walking this way, and they walk this way.
So you thought these masks were due to COVID, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Nacho.
Nigga said, who cares what the guy already rammed the cop car. Like, he cares what the store guy says. Fact.
Telstra or correction, Foothills and Telstra.
What all do you know about what happened?
I was here at the front. I was just looking for some drinks. I had made a purchase just but my kids wanted a drink, so
Okay.
here I am. And then I'm a U.S. Border Patrol agent out of Deming. I came back in. These guys kind of bumped into me, like right there at the registers while I was looking for drinks.
Okay.
And they were both masked up all the way to their face with hats. Thought it was kind of weird, and I kind of figured as soon as I looked at them back and I turned around, I figured these guys are gonna run. But then these guys confronted them at the front, like 3 or 4 of them, and he pulled out a gun. And then he looked at me and he pulled out the gun. I followed him to get the vehicle description.
Okay.
And then I noticed that they came back through the back. I was the one that got the vehicle description with the hood, the black hood, the Tahoe.
Okay.
And then I noticed that their license plate was covered with a plastic bag. And then they took off this way.
And what were you saying about Border Patrol?
I'm a Border Patrol
Okay.
agent.
Okay, you're the. All right.
Hit the vehicle as soon as it turns its next turn.
The other cop don't know that, though. The other cop don't know that yet. You're right, I guess.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
Shots fired. Still busting. Still busting.
62 Central, shots fired, shots fired.
Police was not playing on this one. I don't know if the police had to shoot right here, though. Is this a clean shoot? He didn't drive at the police or nothing, right? So is this a clean shoot? Damn, they still buzzing. Who's shooting now? More police shooting? Are they shooting at the police now? They shooting like a mother. Oh my God. Bad driving. Crash like a bitch. They killing all of them. That's OD. Everybody down in this one. That's OD. They said, fuck it. He crashed. Damn, he hit the pole bad. Took the wind out of the Tahoe sails. Bang! That's a crazy crash right there. That's OD. That's what you don't want. Oh my God, this is what you try to avoid. And that joint is set up right. That joint is in the wall. That shit did not fall. Wing that is. Wing that is. Still shooting.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Driving, trying to run.
Get out of the window now! Get out of the window! Step out of the car! Get out of the window now! Get out of the window! Keep your hands up! Get out! Right now! Get online, Brown. Get online. Shots fired. Shots fired. Show me your hands! Hold on! Hold on!
That horn is horning. No, not the wing daddy sound.
Guys, hold on! Who else is in the car with you?
I was asleep. Yeah.
He's got a seatbelt on. Use your right hand and take off the seatbelt. Wig is stuck with the seatbelt. Secure him. Hey, secure him. He has the seatbelt stuck. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Put your hands behind your back. 863 Central. We have shots fired. Drivers down. Stay down. Show me your hands. Stay on the floor. We're trying to get the passenger out of the vehicle. He's stuck. Everybody slow down. Get a unit up here to cover inside the Wing Daddy's parking lot. Lay down.
Wing Daddy's parking lot.
Get on your stomach. Get out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Which one you want first? He's got to keep it. If he's not pulling out, shut the door. Don't get out of the car. Hurry up and get out of the car now. Get over here. Crawl to us now. Crawl to me. Crawl to me. Hey, let's go. I got cover. I have cover. I have contact. You guys, close the vehicle.
Nigga crawl. They seen him walking and getting into the truck. I was asleep.
If you reach on the two feet, contact! Roll over! Right here! Hey, my arm's broken. My left arm is broken. It's broken. Ow, ow, it's broken. Should we get the driver to say? Roll him over?
And you shot, nigga.
Take pictures. Stop talking. Stop talking.
I want you to see all this.
Just breathe for me. Nothing. On this side. Clear on this side. You ready to pick him up? We're going to throw him underneath. Yeah.
A run, and I'm not sure if it's him.
Okay. What kind of... Come on. You need to stay here. We need to go this way. You're not going to let you in right now.
Oh, God.
Let's go this way so I can talk to you and see what's going on.
Did he get shot?
I can't tell you any details about what happened.
Yes, he got shot.
God.
It's an active investigation, so I can't tell you any details.
Oh, my God.
Come on. What do you mean he's on the run? Like he's...
Yeah, they were looking for him.
Let's keep going. Keep walking while we talk. We can't be in the scene like this.
Oh, my God.
Like, you're a missing person, or?
No, I'm not missing a person. My son has been on the run. I have been trying to help you guys.
On the run,
to
like?
turn himself in.
Okay. So he had a warrant?
Yeah, he has warrants.
What were they for, you know?
To what they told me for shoplifting.
Okay.
Please just tell us what hospital you took him to.
We'll get a supervisor to talk to you guys. We can't release anything right now, okay?
Where did you guys come from right now? Or where are you parked at?
We're just sitting there.
You're up there? Okay.
We just need to know something.
What's your relationship with all this?
It's his brother-in-law.
Okay.
His mom is up there just falling apart.
We understand. I already spoke with her. I made her aware of everything.
You too.
I know, but she needs to know where he's at.
Okay. Well, either way, if we do tell you, you can't go over there. He's under arrest. So no one's gonna be able to see him.
It's okay. She just needs to know if he's alive or not.
Well, he's at the hospital, so.
He's under arrest.
I can't tell you details right now because it's literally just happened. It's just an investigation. It's not because I'm trying to be rude. It's just what I have to do.
I mean, if he's under arrest, he's alive. That's what he's saying.
Are you parked next to her? I know where she's parked.
Yeah, we're still there.
Okay, I'll get somebody up there as soon as I can. They're taking care of this, and then I'll make sure they know you're there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Soon after police talk to the suspect's family, investigators arrive on the scene and begin questioning the detained passenger.
Some stuff went down. I'm sure that was pretty crazy for you, and we want to talk to you about it, okay? You're in handcuffs in the police car right now, so...
They definitely can't.
I'm not charging you with a crime. I'm trying to figure out what happened here. Can you just tell me what happened, starting at the Lowe's?
I don't even know what happened. I just know we crashed, and I was in...
That was it? You guys came from the Lowe's. You were pushing on an air conditioner, right?
I don't know what we were doing.
You don't remember? You know they got cameras in the Lowe's, right? Like, again, it's just a shoplift. I don't care about a shoplifting. Like, we had gunshots being fired here. But
I don't give a about the gunshots.
Okay.
Hey, dude,
but
we're
trying to,
like I said, we're trying to figure out what happened here, dude. Like your mind's not thinking. You don't think about shooting. I know, man. You're trying to get away. Then when they start shooting at us, we're not going to sit there and be a shot at. We're going to try to get the f out the way. I guess straight up. And all these motherfuckers started shooting at us. Okay.
But just to confirm, your Miles Luciano, yes?
Yeah. Miles Luciano was taken into custody and booked into jail, where he was held without bond. Despite the rain of gunfire, Luciano sustained no injuries. He was charged with 1 count of interference.
How you get shot that many times? Right? How you get hit that many times and don't get no injuries? That's crazy. The other nigga got injuries though.
With commerce by threats or violence in a case prosecuted by the U.S. federal government's Department of Justice. In May 2023, he pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 3 years and 10 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Joshua Lopez, on the other hand, made a full recovery from his injuries at the hospital before successfully escaping on August 3rd, 2022. In response, the FBI issued a federal warrant for his arrest, in which a 1-month manhunt ensued before he was apprehended in September 2022. He was charged with 3 counts of interference with commerce by threats or violence, as he was also a perpetrator of shoplifting cases in Best Buy and AutoZone in New Mexico that same year.
So he ain't been doing this shit.
December 2024, he pleaded guilty on all 3 counts and was sentenced to 7 years and 2 months in prison.
Damn, he got shot at like a motherfucker and got 7 years and 2 months in prison. Damn, that sucks. Damn, he escaped. Yeah, but he got caught. He managed to escape. He got caught. That shit crazy, dog. Nigga is a wild fucking boy, dog. Nigga's a wild fucking boy. What else popping on the time? He's done. Really bad news for Brick Baby and Loose Cannon. Let's get an update.
It's been a while since we did an update on Loose Cannon, but apparently things hasn't gotten any better for Loose Cannon. It's actually gotten worse, right? Loose Cannon is in a world of ish right now.
That was mad shots, and nobody got any serious injuries.
And there's really like no bright light ahead of the tunnel from what I'm looking at, man. So Loose Cannon was apparently back in court after he tried to pull a...
Honestly, the police should free Brick and free Loose. Yeah, honestly, the police should probably like go back to target practice. I don't know. They got to do more. They got to do better with their shooting. Cause for nobody to sustain any injuries, it's kind of crazy, dog. Like y'all niggas shot mad times. Y'all supposed to be the police. Y'all not good at that shit.
Fast one on the court system. Loose Cannon is currently in jail on RICO charges involving a Rolling 60 and Big U. But a lot of people don't know or probably hasn't been too tapped in or forgot all about it. But Loose Cannon is still facing charges in a no-jumper beatdown. Y'all remember when Loose Cannon recorded himself pistol whipping and beating up this dude called Jay Reed?
I didn't hear anything about them finding guns, and that nigga didn't get charged with a gun.
Outside of no jumper? Well, Jay Reed went ahead and filed charges. I mean, I think we all knew Jay Reed was filing charges, bro. The minute I seen that interview and Jay Reed was shedding a tear and sniffling, I knew this man was calling the police, and there's not a goddamn thing anybody could do about it or make him feel bad about it.
Situation, brother. You know, this ain't what
I wanted it. This ain't what I expected from anybody. When I tell you I went there on love, man, that's what I went there on love. And I thought the brother was my brother. I really did. I thought Wack was my folks. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. And so for me, I'm just grateful I walked out there with my life, and I'm grateful to have you, Rock, to be able to put on this platform so you can understand and see. I'm not who they trying to make me out to be, bro. I really got love out here for these streets. And these tears ain't tears of sadness, brother. Just believe that I'm happy to be alive today.
This incident was actually referenced in Loose Cannon's indictment. However, he wasn't officially charged with this in the RICO. They just mentioned this to prove how dangerous he was. We're not about to rehash the entire incident. Essentially, Jay Reed pulled up to No Jumper because Loose Cannon called him over to No Jumper for a meeting. When Jay Reed got there, Loose Cannon and Jay Reed apparently had some words back and forth. That led to Loose Cannon beating him up, pistol whipping him, stripping him down. Jay Reed's friend was there. He got knocked out too. He got stripped butt naked. So we ultimately did a video where we showed the police report. Jay Reed, I believe, was trying to sue No Jumper as well. We don't know what the update of that is or if the lawsuit is still continuing. We'll update you when we get more information. So fast forward to where we're at now, where, you know, the police have picked up the charges and they were looking to charge Loose Cannon. However, Loose Cannon, being quick thinking, came up with a creative way to dodge charges, at least temporarily.
And we have on the plate, we have the buster ass Loose Cannon. We have this lying ass dude, man. This dude is something else, man. I can't tell y'all, man, that this dude, bro, this dude do some of the diabolical stuff I ever seen in my life, man. Now, we all remember the No Jumper incident, right? With Jay Reed and the other brother, right? You know, they filed a case on that, man. You know, for whoever went down there, filed a complaint, they filed a complaint, and they picked up that case, bro. But this is the catch right here. This dude, Loose Cannon, told the people that it was his brother. So they picked up his brother yesterday. He went down to his parole officer. His parole officer told him that he had to take him in because he had a warrant. So he explained to the parole officer that, man, I was in jail when that jumped out. The parole officer looked at him like, oh yeah, man, he was in jail.
Now
we're up in the big leagues. He unhandcuffed him and cut him loose and told him he had to go to court the next day. So when he got to the court building, they told him, regardless if it was a mistake or not, they was going to keep him and give him a no bail. So his parole officer had to come down there and straighten everything out with all the stipulations, all the paperwork, and all that type of stuff. And I have the document I'm put inside the video.
Loose Cannon's brother and him, they talk the same. They have the same temperament, the same mannerism, and they probably lie equally as well. Okay, so I had to actually see the documents myself for me to actually entertain this story, and I've seen it, and apparently it's true. Because it's true, right? I see the documents. Loose Cannon is quite possibly one of the most diabolical human beings I've ever met. Now, fortunately for the twin brother, him and Loose Cannon, like, you could tell they were identical at some point when they were kids, but as they got over due to eating habits, Loose Cannon gained a little weight, the brother stayed skinny. Fortunately for the twin brother, he don't look that much like Loose Cannon. This is a video of Loose Cannon's brother. I mean, you could look at the brother and tell it's not Loose Cannon. They look similar. You know, I'm sure at some point in their lives they probably looked identical, but at this point they don't look too much identical. You can tell the difference. If you're Jay Reed, you would know if this was the brother who was pistol whipping you or if it was Loose Cannon pistol whipping you. All right, and you can look at the camera footage. I'm sure No Jumper have no problem turning over that, you know, like that footage, even though the police don't really need the No Jumper footage. They can turn it over. There's videos of Loose Cannon in the building that day. There's footage of Loose Cannon online on the internet talking about how like he had to beat up Jay Reed because Jay Reed was talking. So I don't even understand how Loose Cannon could try to get this off, but he did try to get it off. And we may laugh and joke because loose cannon antics are absolutely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, man, when you sit back and really look at this and really break it down, this is sad. Like,
the nigga tried to put the charges on his twin brother. We all know it was you. You talked about it. You bragged about it.
This is disgusting, man. Yo, if there's one person who should not betray you, it's your brother. And being brothers were close enough, but my twin brother, that's the one person I expect to take a bullet for me and to die for me will be my twin brother. That's not somebody I would expect to lie on me, betray me, throw me under the bus, and try to get me in jail. Now, do it count as cooperating? Because I did see a few YouTube videos saying loose cannon snitched, he cooperated. But can you really snitch and cooperate if it's a lie? Like, is it snitching if it's still... Let me know in the comment section. Is it snitching if it's a lie? Because technically you're still lying.
You know how many niggas the police told these niggas the whole... Like, niggas might have known stuff. But the police definitely told these niggas what to say sometimes. Like, niggas do be knowing shit mad well, but the police definitely be leading them, filling in shit for niggas so they can snitch.
To the police, you're not telling the truth.
I have the document where he went to jail. The case has been filed. But I'm telling you, man, this dude, Loose Cannon, is a lying, telling ass MF, bro. He just like his daddy. I don't care what nobody say. He is daddy reincarnated like a mug, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. This dude just like his daddy, man. How diabolical it is. You tell the people that was your brother. Why you didn't put it on somebody else? You were gonna say it was somebody else. And this is why
you can't tell. It's a video. It's a whole video. The police slow for going up and actually pursuing charges on a nigga. It's a whole video.
I be laughing.
Bro, the nigga Loose Cannon put the video on his YouTube channel.
At these dudes be thinking this dude Loose Cannon is just like that. And there he had everybody fooled. He had all you dudes fooled to the point, especially when he did that stuff with no jumper.
I'm sure they'll figure out fairly quickly that the twin brother had nothing to do with this and is actually Loose Cannon. But the bad news is actually compounding because outside of this situation with no
beef
jumper,
patty.
Loose Cannon don't have
spicy beef and cheese beef patty from Juicy Patty.
Have a lawyer anymore. So Loose Cannon lawyer actually filed to get off the case, and from the court documents, Loose Cannon is asking to represent himself. He wants to be his own lawyer. This man Loose Cannon thinks he's so diabolical that he can outmaneuver, out-trick, out-crack.
That'd be funny. I hope we can watch that.
Prosecution team for the feds. All right, man. Yo, bro. I don't think Loose Cannon ever coming home, man.
And now you got the fake Loose Cannon. You know, I seen on the docket that.
Bro, if they could let him, if he decides to be his own lawyer, bro, that's gonna be comedy. I hope it's public so we all can watch it. We can react to that shit. I hope it's public, bro. I hope it's public. We gonna be able to react to that shit.
His lawyer is trying to fire him, but it's not set in stone yet, you know. So he trying to go pro per. We know that dude is dumb as rocks. How you gonna try to go pro per, man? You can't. The only thing you know how to say is sweetie, sweetie. That's the only thing he know how to say. He don't know how to say anything else. He know how to lie like a mug, but he don't know how to do anything else, man. So the prosecutor is put out a response to the lawyer, basically saying that he wanted to quit, but they're saying that the lawyer gave Loose Cannon ample amount of time to find somebody else to be his lawyer.
He talked like the brothers too. This nigga talk just like the brothers. The nigga reacting and announcing about the brothers talk like the brothers. Listen to this nigga.
Prosecutor.
Listen to this nigga, dog.
He gotta lie like a mug, but
listen to this nigga.
He don't know how to do anything else, man. So the prosecutor is
my bad, bro.
Respond to the lawyer, basically saying that he wanted to quit, but they're saying that the lawyer gave Loose Cannon
You hear this nigga, bro? He sound like the Slow Brothers. Nigga said could hear the bag crunching loud. My fault, bro. Sorry. My bad. Probably could have heard. You probably heard me smacking on that food loud too then. But yeah, bro, tell me this nigga don't sound like the motherfucking... Tell me he don't sound slow. Like the Loose Cannon brothers, niggas.
Ample amount of time to find somebody else to be his lawyer. Right? So I think to the point, man, if the judge, I don't know, they haven't ruled on it. They ruled on it on, I think, April 16 or 17 or something like that. The judge might appoint somebody else, but, you know, the trial is coming up. So the prosecutor, they arguing like, you know, this.
They all got that crazy OD lisp to them. Like, bro, this nigga is definitely one of the Slow Brothers.
It's crunch time. You know, the trial's finna start. How you gonna do?
The Slow Bros.
Diss that man. So, you know, the judge might make that man, you know, defend.
The judge might. They can't even say judge.
That man. So, you know, the judge might make that man, you know.
The judge might. The judge might make that man. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
But the prosecutor, they arguing like, you know, this is crunch time. You know, the trial's finna start. How you gonna diss that man? So, you know, the judge might make that man, you know, defend Loose Cannon without no pay, because he probably haven't got no pay. You know, and I can agree, you know, and understand, you know, that the girl, she ran off.
Exactly.
You know,
shout out to Sharice, man. Sharice didn't run off, and Sharice is actually Loose Cannon's wife. I think she announced they have separated. I mean, Loose Cannon was probably in jail for about 8 months, man, when they separated. Now, if Loose Cannon is willing to...
She looking fine out here, too. Let me show y'all Sharice Mills' YouTube page. She looking sexy out here, my boys. What was it? Sharice Mills. She looking sexy out here, my boys. I ain't gonna lie to you. She definitely on her shit. Look at this. This is Loose Cannon, ex-wifey. Come on, man. She looking fine out here, bro. She looking real good out here, dog. She looking like something nice. Loose Cannon lost that. He's dumb as fuck. He went to jail and left her out here to find some new nigga. She might be finer than Lotto. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. She this chest, face, waist, she done lost all the baby weight. She looking good out here. Look at this one. Yeah, Loose Cannon dumb. Loose Cannon really played itself, dog. Loose Cannon really played itself. She look good in this one. Yeah, she look real good in this one. Alright, anyways, enough of her.
The lie on his brother. What do you think Loose Cannon is telling that woman? Now, she did say the reason why they broke up is because, you know, she has given Loose Cannon multiple opportunities to be honest, and he just can't be honest. Right? And we have seen, like, Loose Cannon has ran multiple plays while in jail. Like, Loose Cannon lied about him and Big U being involved in a brawl, like his first week in jail. Right? Now, outside of Loose Cannon, you know, Brick Baby is also getting some pretty bad news. So Brick Baby, when he took his plea deal, he was hopeful that, you know, he was going to get 4 to 5 years, that the sentencing guidelines was 4 to 5 years. His lawyer even pushed back his sentencing date so they could handle certain things to bring down the sentencing guideline, right? So how, you know, like the guidelines work, obviously, you know, based on your past history, based on your records, based on certain aspect of the crimes you did in the past, you have a guideline of where you fit in, right? The less you did, the lower your guidelines is. The most, you know, like the more you did, the higher your guideline is. So I believe Brick Baby's lawyer was trying to handle some things, right? Like try to get some cases expunged, try to get some things dropped, try to handle some things before the sentencing, so hence those other things can't be put into consideration and figuring out what his guideline is. it looks like the lawyer was unsuccessful because when he got to court, Brick Baby was under the understanding he was taking his plea deal for 5 years. But, you know, they pulled the rug from under him and they gave him some really bad news in court.
Your boy Brick Baby for a minute and your boy Loose Cannon for a second. You know, Brick Baby took a deal, right? We all understand Brick Baby took a deal. And Brick Baby pushed his sentence back to April. But now we got another twist inside the deal. You know, Brick Baby took the deal on the pretense that he was going to get 4 to 7 years in category 19. But when his PSI report came back, he's over the category 19. So now they're trying to give him from 9.5 years to, I think, 115 months.
Damn.
So like 10.5 years or something like that.
Damn.
So what is?
You gotta think, Brick is a multiple times offender, bro. Brick been locked up for pistols like 2 or 3 times before. You know what I'm saying? Locked up with some, like Brick got some charges on him. He done did time already. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up. But I mean, to think they gonna hit him with 5 years and let him come home.
His lawyer has done. He filed a motion to, I guess, rescind the pre-deal, or, you know, but he want another judge to hear it because the judge signed off on that. But see, the thing is this, though, what a lot of people need to understand. Brick Baby, he signed that pre-deal, right? Instead of his lawyer reading it.
Right, you said 5 years sound like he's telling. Like, so even you saying, like, if he got out in 5, that's like almost hard to believe because, nigga, we know that that's not how this shit go, nigga. Like, we know that. We know it ain't like that, nigga. We know it ain't on some shit where you get locked up for the type of shit you just got locked up for, having the record that you have, and you do light ass time like 5 years, nigga. Niggas damn near expect you to do 10, 7, something like that.
Terms of the pre-deal, he should have stipulated up in there. Now, if Brick Baby go over category 19, he have a right to rescind that deal. So Brick Baby lawyer didn't do his due diligence in that particular manner. And I don't know if he put Brick Baby in a trick bag or anything like that, because we know that the prosecutor don't know what category Brick Baby gonna fall in, but the prosecutor do know what is his, you know, past felonies. And
I blame the lawyer completely 100% because the lawyer should know this. Like, the lawyer should have known, hey, Brick, based on your criminal history, you might fall under this PSI. The lawyer should have done his homework and then brought the various options to Brick Baby. Hey, bro, when you take this plea deal, you might get 10.
Right.
Hey, bro,
that's
you
his
might
job.
get 9. And give Brick Baby his options. I feel like this lawyer, man, was probably rushing, right? Just trying to get through the motions, because they even pushed back the case because the lawyer claimed that like they had another trial starting soon and they needed more time to work on Brick Baby PSI. So like the lawyer clearly F Brick over.
Yeah,
now
it sound
hopefully
like
this
that.
could be reversed. Hopefully Brick. Now I wouldn't suggest Brick take this to trial. I wouldn't at all, right? Hopefully they could work out a more favorable plea deal. I'll be real, man. If I had to advise Brick Baby, even like the worst come to worst, take it to trial or take the 10 years. Bro, take the 10 years, man. Take the 10 years, walk it down, come home, man. If I had to advise Brick Baby on what to do, that's what I would say.
Because they will smack him with some other shit.
They're just too much evidence.
He got the green rollie back on.
Evidence they have, you don't want to take it to trial, bro. But I'm praying for Brick Baby, man. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, he shouldn't take it to trial. Like, he shouldn't take it to trial, bro. Look at his past, bro. He's a multiple time felon, bro. They could smack him with anything. And then they caught the nigga with AKs, pistols, little a gun. Like, nigga, they caught you with all type of shit, bro. And they caught you on wiretaps, threatening your bitch, like saying you gonna kill you. Like, bro, come on, man. It's bad. It's bad, bro. I fuck with Brick Baby, but it was hopeful thinking he was gonna get like time. It ain't over and done with yet. You know what I'm saying? He ain't actually get sentenced yet, so we gonna see what all this shit come to. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Thinking that he was gonna get a few years and be home, cause think about it, bro. If they sentence him to 5 years, he'd be home in 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're not about to let this nigga be walking around in 3 years and be back on a podcast like he never left, like type shit. You know what I'm saying? With the type of charges he got in the past that he got, multiple time felon, multiple guns. You got to think about that, bros. You got to think about that. Like these police ain't caring that we want him back on the podcast, nigga. They like, nigga, this nigga is dumb. He got locked up for some wild shit. We not about to let him back on the streets. You know what I mean? That's how they on it. They think they protecting his own baby mama and kid from Brick Baby. That's what the police think. The police think they protecting. The police think that Brick Baby mama and his daughter or kid or whatever the case may be is better off with him in jail. That's what the police think, because they heard that nigga on the phone threatening to kill her with an AK, and they know he got the AK and the choppers and all that. So, and they heard her on the phone telling somebody else how Brick Baby pulled the gun out on her, put it in his face, put it in her face and shit. So they done heard Brick Baby threaten her over the phone. Then they heard her telling another nigga the story about how he pulled the fucking chopper out on her in front of the kid and would threaten to kill her. You know what I'm saying? 88 said, if it was me and they said 4 to 5 years, I wonder what the catch is. Nah, Brick Baby dumb, nigga. He thought that's what he was gonna get. Not dumb. Shout out to my nigga Brick Baby, but yeah, like his dumb ass really thought he was gonna get light time behind these charges. Nah, nigga, they not playing with you. You a multiple time felon, bro. You like you gotta get comfortable in that bitch with the type of time they about to give you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like you know what I'm saying? You gotta get comfortable in that bitch. You gonna be there a minute. Unfortunately. But you did do some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me though? You feel me though? Alright, what's next, man? What's going on? Anything else popping on the mother? Anything else popping on the mother, you know? Memphis team killed 11 months after trying to set up Munchie B. Adam tells Wack his Aiden Rose allegations were the weakest Me2. Adam don't respect Wack. He just be talking shit to that nigga all the time. Even when it's about some real shit. Joe Budden calls out Kendrick Lamar for only interviewing on white platforms.
YouTube. Great numbers. In this course about the outlets and platforms, all fact. 6. Me personally, Martin 6.
But I ass stupid Memphis Bleak shit. Setting that he was trying to
actually called out Kendrick Lamar and SZA for really only sitting down and doing interviews with white platforms. Here's what they said.
That was probably just a setting that he was trying to choose. When you somebody high up, you could pick what type of interview you want to have.
Come on, say that stupid Memphis Bleak shit you said. I didn't say Memphis Bleak, but what happened was what was going on the internet was people saying, like, how would you have your man have a podcast and you do it for GQ when Bleak just started a podcast? But outside of Bleak, the bigger argument from people was there's a lot of independent folk, there's a lot of black folk. If you're championing black entrepreneurship, black self-determination, all this other shit, why would you do the one interview you're going to do in the next 5 years? Why would you do it with GQ and not with somebody from the culture? That was a lot of people's criticism.
Damn, but Frazier is the culture. I just think he's an employee for GQ. They gave him a cover. They did a photo shoot. It makes sense.
Yeah, but the question wasn't so much like could you do it with why'd you do it with a black reporter? Yeah, it was.
So what he's about to do?
About the outlet
for platform for Black Beat.
Oh
he was gonna do it for Black Beat. He was gonna do it for. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing: if you're Jay-Z, I mean, and I'm not necessarily. I'm not that invested in the argument, but Jay-Z's gonna get 1 million views in a day, no matter where he does it.
Facts. True.
So GQ's not doing Jay-Z a favor. I get why some people go to the big outlets because they need to look. If Jay-Z came here, if Jay-Z went on my platform, if Jay-Z went on your platform, wherever, like yours, whatever, like he still would get the same views.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
Nah,
I don't like that argument.
I agree.
You gonna get a million.
Jason goes to talk to my next door neighbor. The quotes are gonna go viral.
Agree with that,
but
but I
it's
think
gonna be a
there's
big
other
difference between 1 million or 2 million views and 300 million.
If he goes and
views.
sits with Shannon or us or Nori or something, it's going to get bigger numbers off Rip. Just because the size of that platform already.
Boom. So why not do it? I'm not saying he should, but I'm just saying that why shouldn't he?
Because he can. I think it was a setting. That's me. I think it was just a setting that he was looking for.
And we don't come along with photoshops and pictures and a spread. He had a spread in GQ.
And also to hold
A legacy
defense,
brand.
he sat down with Ellie and B. Dot. He sat down with New York Times. He's done a Breakfast Club
Vanity
interview.
Fair, all of them.
He's literally done almost all of them. So I mean, how at what point can he not just pop it, get his shit off, get his art?
Yeah, like you said, it's GQ, big platform, makes sense. And like he got a spread. So not only did he do the interview, but he did the interview and now he got a spread on a magazine and people care about GQ in the world. Like bigger than just hip hop. People care about GQ. Like that's like one of the only magazines still in existence. I mean, an online magazine and a physical that people still give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? So I respect
Shit
it.
off. Yeah. I'm not mad at the GQ choice. I'm just telling you that we were just talking about before the show what a lot of
But he should also interview with smaller platforms, the black platforms. He should.
responses to word to the interview. This isn't my fight.
I think the moment
is
is too big right now. It's anniversaries for two projects that are really important to hip hop. I think you have to go sit where it's going to make
you already.
Bro, you went and sat with the New York Times.
Yeah, that's it. That alone is enough for me to say, all right, this moment is here for me to take this type of shit to this platform. There might be another time, like you said, he's done Beat Out and Elliott. He's done the shit where he's giving back. This moment is too big for us to play around with, us considering him branding another podcast.
Yeah, all that criticism about fucking you supposed to be pro culture, but you sit over here. Yeah, I understand it when it come to Kendrick and SZA.
Yeah.
Those are two motherfuckers that you're gonna see on all the white outlets and never see with
Jay's
black
done
people. And I done told them that. I done told all the TV niggas that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But Hov, like you said, sat with
everybody.
Yeah.
But Joe, there's a clip you wanted me to respond to?
Yeah. I got the clip.
And it's also value legacy brands too.
Now, Joe caught a lot of heat from people on social media. Somebody said, what the fuck does Kendrick have to do with a Jay-Z interview? And by the way, Kendrick has sat down with Big Boy, Sway, Teray, Erykah Badu, GQ, and more. Joe is just angry that Kendrick doesn't want to come on his podcast and do a 2-hour gossip-long session about Drake and the beef. Another person said Joe Budden really wanted that Kendrick interview. He's done the exact same black media outlets that Jay has. Now, Joe is my guy, but we gotta call a spade a spade. During the battle, Joe was very much pro-Kendrick. He said plenty of times that he just wanted to be around Kendrick to give him a hug.
Kendrick Lamar, the universe is going to bring us together. Because
You want that hug so bad.
Because I believe in the power of the universe. I was supposed to just go to the pop-out show like you did and get my hug. I need this transfer of energy.
Who else you need hugs from?
Why would you need a hug from this
Get your
man?
Chris Brown hug. You got that.
Got a hug.
Why do you need a
Chris
hug
Brown.
from this man?
Now you saying Kendrick.
Kendrick is on my hug list. At the moment, it's only Kendrick on my hug list.
And from what it seems like, Joe wasn't lying to get the next Kendrick Lamar interview. Now, whatever happened between then and now, we have no clue. But obviously, Joe did not get the interview, which, if we're being honest, yeah, Joe does feel some kind of way about it. I'm not sure why Kendrick decided not to do the Joe Budden podcast. Maybe Kendrick only just wants to sit with journalists, and maybe he just doesn't want to sit down with YouTubers, podcasters, streamers on their platforms. But people are definitely correct. He sat down with the same platforms that Jay-Z has interviewed with. So you can't be mad at Kendrick if you're going to give Jay-Z a pass as well. Even though it has been a while, but Kendrick has done Hot 97, The Breakfast Club, Funk Flex, Elliott Wilson, Big Boy, and most recently, he just sat down with Ebro and the Deska. Now, Joe is normally transparent with his audience, so whatever conversation happened or took place between him and Kendrick Lamar's team, where Kendrick pretty much said no to coming on his platform, I think a lot of people would want to know what happened. Because right now, a lot of fans have been noticing the slick shots that Joe has been taking at Kendrick, and some of it is definitely unwarranted. You guys get in the comments below. Do you guys think Joe was hating on Kendrick Lamar, or was he just simply misinformed? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know, my guys. I'm about to get about this nasty, though. Appreciate everybody that tapped in. Hope y'all enjoyed the live. Hope it was a good stream. Hope it was, you know what I'm saying? I ain't ended abruptly like I did last night because your boy was out of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm out at y'all, boy. I drank way too much last night. That's a fact. Tapping with